to all Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, ACU crew, welcome back. Saturday night.
Welcome back.
Had a little technical difficulties there for a second.
We did, but we're here with a Saturday Night Live podcast for that S.
Let's go.
It's all that matters. Mike, how's it going, man?
It's going. This is a nice day today. A nice day. Enjoyed the sun today in Kentucky. It's been raining every freaking day, nonstop. Yeah. It's like we live in Seattle. I don't know what the weather pattern's been lately, but I'm tired of it.
Well, it was a good day to have a good day. But yeah, man. So, you know who people are horned up about?
People have been horned over this guy for a little while, right?
They've been horned up for a little while, but the horniness is coming back. Is that a word?
Yeah. This guy, Louis Rees-Zammit, is he this year's Justin Ross?
Is he this year's LaMichael P. Ryan?
No, I think it's higher. I think it's bigger than P. Ryan. He's bigger than Louis.
You think it's this year's Amir Smith-Marset?
No, he's bigger. He's bigger than PP on the PP and ISM. I put him up there. I put him up there with our boy. Look at him out there, just smacking skin with our number one pick with Xavier Worthy. Steve, look, he had a pretty good camp though. Not a pretty good camp, but a pretty good first session
of OTAs.
He was catching the ball in the backfields. He was doing things like that. So we'll talk about him a little bit tonight.
Yeah, we're going to do it. We got Doug in the house. He's a member again. Glad to have you back, Doug. Good to see you, my man. And you know what, Mike? Doug also, he broke the seal, baby. He's starting it off just right with a dono. Got the 2-bomb. 3-peat coming. Let's get it. Yep. Hell yeah, baby. But it's the beginning of the 3-peat. Like the time starts now, Like I was saying, after the draft, I felt like that's kind of when the new season kicks off. You finally have your team sort of set. Of course, you don't have the final 53 men, but everything's set and ready to go, and then you just start practicing, man. That's where we're at, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, it is where we're at, man. I'm excited about it. Appreciate you, Doug. Appreciate you, brother. 3-peat's incoming. LRZ, he's back. He's back. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Boy, Adam with the 5-bomb.
Let's go.
What's up, Adam? How you doing, my man? We appreciate that. Kicking it off just right. But yeah, let's talk about Louis. Is it Louis, or Luis? Does anybody know?
He's Reese Lightning. That's what we're calling him.
We don't even care about the L, the law.
The L's not important here.
I'm going to go with Louis.
Zammit, Bobby.
And I'm going to say this for the 50th time. He looks like an actor from a World War II movie. If you don't believe me, just look at the freaking thumbnail and look at that picture on the left.
Right.
Tell me he don't.
I love it.
Adam, thanks for the 5-bomb.
Hey, and by the way, Doug had it. Adam stole it. Okay. And you're going to know what we're talking about. We've come up with a new idea, and we want to keep giving and giving to you guys, the ACU crew, because you guys help us out. So we've come up with a new thing. Every live stream, we're going to do a highest dono. The highest dono gets a mystery gift from ACU. So what could be in the mystery gift? Who knows?
Whatever the heck we want it to be, baby.
Yeah, it could be something wild. But it's going to be fun. So, yeah, Adam's kicking it off today, it looks like. And Doug was in the lead quickly, but it was torched. Appreciate you, Adam. You're the man. Greg says not to be denied.
It was short-lived, baby.
Short-lived,
it's okay, because we got a 20-bomb from our boy Greg. What's up, Greg?
What's up, brother?
Just got done driving Uber Lyft all day. Tried to email you, but I guess I have it wrong. I sent you a message on Instagram. I got the Grim Reaper ACU shirt. Hell yeah, man. The email's just all chiefed up at gmail.com. There's like no apostrophe in the chiefed or anything like that. Just all chiefed up. Somebody can put it in the chat for you. But feel free to email us whenever you want, and then we'll check the Instagram message, man. We appreciate the 20-bomb, though.
Appreciate you, brother.
Adam was on the screen as top dono for like 0.5 seconds, and Greg said, nay.
It's okay.
Nay.
Dude, the mystery gift's going to be fun, dude. I cannot wait to pull out a mystery gift almost every live stream. We're going to do a mystery gift. Why not? Me and Steve's just having fun with it at this point. We're like, look, let's have fun. Let's give back to people that give to us.
Heck yeah.
This is the only way we could really do it.
Let's put some legendaries in the chat for
awesome.
those guys.
Yes, for sure. Everybody. Doug, Adam, Greg, appreciate all you guys. Steve, let's get back to Louis.
Back to Zammit. Zammit, Bobby.
Back to Zammit. Daggone Zammit. Look, Zammit is he's a guy that's international, right? He's an international player. We did sign him for 3 years. He got a decent contract, but that was no different than what they'd also give Godric, Cheech and Chong over here. Cheech and Chong, half of that dynamic duo is the international player. Didn't they give Godric the international player, which means Louis does not get to just make the roster as an international player. Like, he actually has to make the team or be put on the practice squad.
Right. So we've talked about before, like, it's an uphill battle for Rees-Zammit. I mean, it's the guy that don't even technically know the whole game of football yet. He's learning.
Yeah.
And he acknowledged that. He said, I'm still learning the game, trying to learn the playbook, trying to do all the basic things right, learn the game, and try to make this roster. That's where he's at, man. But I think that I really think that he's going to give it his best shot, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I think he has the tools to be able to put it all together.
He's raw. I mean, you can see it. Look, rugby players are tough. Rugby players are fast. They're not shying away from contact. That's obvious. He's going to be shifty. He's going to have moves. But look, they don't just – it's a little – I mean, it's going to be different. Come on. It's just different. But there's similarities there. Do I think he makes the team? I'm still giving him probably like 20% chance.
It's going to be tough, and he knows that. He acknowledges it. That's why I like him. I like him because he's a realist. Like, a lot of our fans are just like, oh, he's going to be the rookie of the year, and he's going to take over Pacheco's job as a running back. Like,
hey, I hope they're right.
Yeah, you never know. I guess it's a possibility. It's a small one. But we're just talking about him making the team, and that's where he's at. He's like, I got to make the squad.
Right. And like I said, when he first got signed, we really didn't cover it because, I mean, everybody horned up about it, but that's what people do. It's click farming, it's this and that and everything else. We said, like, he has to earn a little bit. And look, he's actually come out and said, I got to do this, got to do that. He's putting in the work. He gets his first opportunity. He looks decent. That means he's continuing to put in work. I'll give him the respect he's earned to this point. He'll get the cover tonight. Could he be the secret weapon? Could he be? He may well be that. That might be why Brett is and the team didn't draft a running back. It might be why we haven't really picked one off free agency. Maybe they're seeing something in him and they think he's going to make it. And at worst, he goes to the practice squad and you stash him for a year.
I mean, for sure. And if nothing else, maybe he's your kick returner. Maybe he's a special teamer. There's just a lot to like about Rees-Zammit. The fact that he can run, I think they clocked him at over 24 miles an hour in a rugby game. And I understand that when you put pads on, it can slow you down a little bit. But you're not taking all that speed away from the guy. That's raw talent. And you look at the rest of the roster with Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, all those guys are just pure speed. And I think that's what the Chiefs are trying to get back to. They're trying to get back to the Legion of Doom, Zoom type thing. I said Doom. But like, they just want a lot of speed on the field and make it difficult. They want to be able to stretch the field, give defense headaches, open up the middle of the field for people like Travis Kelsey and Rashee Rice. I think that, just having another guy on your team, granted, he probably, if he's playing, he's coming out of the backfield. He's not going to line up as a receiver, more than likely. I mean, they haven't really said either way, but I think his best chance is through being a running back, more than likely. There's just a lot of speed, man. I think it's going to be a cool thing. If he can get it all together, make the squad, it'll be an interesting roster, man.
Yeah, when he was at IMG and they was kind of getting him into the league and working on it, they were working at receiver. You can see some of the clips, like he's never played receiver in his life, but I mean, he makes some good. I mean, watch this. That's a one-handed grab in the end zone. I mean, he's got the intangibles. He's catching the ball there. Look at that sweet rugby flip, baby. I think they're going to use him. Like, this dude can fly. Just look at this 40. He can flat out fly. I think what it's going to be is they're going to use him in the backfield. Obviously, he's the running back. I think when it comes down to it, it's easier and more rugby oriented to just let the guy catch a toss and goal. Like, why do you want to put him out
because
there
I
to
think
run routes? Like, that's a nuance that's tough to learn.
What's he comfortable with? Coming from rugby to football, what's the one thing you're probably comfortable with? The ball in your hands,
taking hits,
trying to find
moving,
the open space. So I think that's what's familiar to him. Mike, Greg Goodwin don't want to lose his top dono spot, baby, because he just hit us with a 50 bomb.
No way.
A freaking 50 bomb. What is up, Greg?
That's sick, Greg. Appreciate you, brother.
Three-peat time is the truth, man. I'm feeling it. I'm already feeling it. Patrick Mahomes already called his shot, baby, and he don't do that lightly. He says we need to trade for Metcalf, Debo, or Jefferson. 6 or 7 in a row. Love you guys all the way in my plums. Mike, I feel it. Do you feel it?
I feel it down in my plums.
Do you feel it down your plums?
I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen, with a light blue hue to them, fresh and juicy, ready for the
bluish
picking.
hue.
Hey, that plum looks good. Can I trade it for your Twinkie? Let the juice spill down my chin.
No.
You know what I mean?
I know what he means.
Ooh,
Greg knows what he means.
Greg got it. Greg,
So-
appreciate that 50 bomb, brother.
Talking
you don't know
about-
how long that goes. And by the way, you're out here working hard today. You're out here working hard. And to donate that means a lot, brother. Means a lot.
Heck yeah, man. So touching on his comment real quick, he thinks if we went out and got a dominant receiver just to add another one to the roster, that it could be a big time like run for the Chiefs, like an epic run. Do you think if they were able to put someone like a DK Metcalf and not lose anyone else,
Right.
like what do you think that would do?
To me, Steve, we've talked about it. Look, Brett Veach has already reached out to the Seahawks before talking about DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was a couple years ago. There was a rumor about that, and nobody could verify it, but there was a rumor. He was also rumored he was talking to A.J. Brown. They were trying to get A.J. Brown in a trade last year at the draft. This year, it come out again that we were talking about DK Metcalf, and we don't know if that's true either. There was also some smoke about people contacting about Debo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and just different players like that. Like Justin Jefferson would be sick, but with him saying, "Hey, I want to break the bank," that one scares me a little bit. Whereas Metcalf and Debo's already been paid a decent amount of money, they may just want to come get a ring.
I feel like you could get DK and Debo would both be in that range where they felt comfortable paying Tyreek Hill. Like the 24, 25 million a year.
Yeah, and I think Jefferson's trying to push for like what, 32, 33?
He's wanting to absolutely break the bank, like set an all-time record. Like he's out of his mind. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thought. But with that being said, I think that we're well on our way to a three-peat with what we got. Like I don't even think we need anything else.
No, but look, if Brett Veach could pull off some Veach magic and land a DK Metcalf like a true X receiver, and you could pair him with Hollywood Brown and
nuts.
Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelsey and just
What are you going to do to that?
right. What do you do?
What do you even do?
Rasheed Rice. You've got Rasheed Rice going.
Good
It's
grief!
insane.
If they can
Appreciate
just
you,
stay
Greg.
out of trouble. We got a 2-bomb from Doug. He says our offense will be back to our old selves again. Let's freaking go. I think that's the whole point here. Like Andy said it himself. Like, well, it wasn't Andy. I'm sorry, but it was the guys talking after OTA saying Andy was saying push the ball up the field, like get the ball up the field. He's trying to get that high flying offense back. Mike, it was always awesome a couple years back because the Chiefs could score at the drop of a hat. Like you never really knew. Like they could just run off. Like go back a couple years ago to the playoff game against the Texans. They went ape. Like they literally went crazy. It was like how many touchdowns in a row? Like 8.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. I was at that game, Steve. You were holed up. You were shackled up sick somewhere in a Red Roof Inn, bro. About to throw your guts up.
It was a Hilton. It was a Hilton, and I had a DoorDash some Five Guys. So I was sick as a dog. I had like a strep, I think. Yeah. It was brutal. Like it was really bad though. It hit me hard that time.
Steve,
I remember I couldn't even go.
Hey, Steve is never sick enough to not have Five Guys.
Michael, I see what you did there.
You're never sick enough. You'll have 5 gentlemen at your door.
No, but I hadn't eaten in a while. I'd been sick. I was like, let's just eat this greasy burger and watch the Chiefs game. If I can't go.
How did you not throw that up immediately?
I think I did.
Dude, but that was a great game. Like, you missed an epic game. Can you believe that? Like,
okay, we get to stop talking about it. Let's stop talking about me missing
missed out on
game.
an epic game, bro.
Okay, but back to what he's talking about. That's the kind of offense we can get back to with these guys. That's what Andy's wanting to get back to, I think.
Yeah, Andy's wanting to push it. Push it real
Heck yeah.
good. Down, 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 down.
Appreciate the 2, Doug. Y'all put some legendaries in the chat for Doug and Greg.
Doug with 2 more, baby. He's saying ACU
Let's
rules.
go.
Appreciate
Heck
you,
yeah.
Doug. Appreciate you, Doug.
Doug, you rule. I'm glad you're back.
Doug rules. Doug rules. You know what? Doug rules. How about that? Appreciate everybody for real. Like, you guys are awesome. Dude, Storm's got a good question here. He said if the Patriots release Juju, should KC snag him? You know, me and Steve loved the Juju pickup. Like, when we were wanting the Juju pickup, and then when it announced, we were psyched for it. And I actually thought Juju done a good role in the offense. Like, he became a security blanket for Mahomes. Now, is his knee back to 100%? I don't know. That was rumored why Brett didn't sign him long-term. He didn't really do a lot with New England, but he wasn't horrible either when he was out there. Like, he did make some plays, and he had Mac Jones. I mean, come on.
Well, Juju he's just a chain mover. Like, he was young. He's only like 25, but he had like a lot of experience. Like, he'd already been through it with Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers, and then like it felt like he'd been around forever, and he was still like 24 when he came to the Chiefs. It's insane.
Yeah. How old is Juju now? Like 26?
25, 26. He's not very old.
He's not that old. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's interesting.
Now, he did have some nagging injuries, and I think the knee is the reason why the Chiefs moved on. I do.
Look, let me ask you a question. If Juju gets released, Juju clears medicals, and they say, look, the knee's fine. Would you bring Juju back, and would you chop Kadarius Toney for Juju? Or would you rather see what Kadarius Toney can do this year and see if he actually hits what he's supposed to do?
Well, they're both an injury risk, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, like, would you do it?
Juju's like more solid.
I think you have to pay Juju more, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because Kadarius is only like 2 point something.
Right. I don't know. I don't think you have to go get him. I guess if they were the same price, I would prefer Juju. If they're going to be like it is, let's see what Kadarius Toney can actually do. If he doesn't get it together this year, I mean, I think his career's done. Do you think anybody else is even going to take a shot on this kid?
I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean,
but it's not that. But I mean, like, what are they going to do? They're going to turn around and pay him scraps. Like, no one's going to pay him a lot of money to be on their team.
No, but that's where Juju now needs to use this to his advantage. You need to go to the best teams that put you in the best.
Juju.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Kadarius Toney.
Oh, Kadarius.
Like, he's got to show out this year, or who's going to want him? And this is like his contract year.
Kadarius has no leverage to do nothing.
The contract year is undefeated, but they have yet to face off against Kadarius Toney.
Oh, Kadarius could be the first one to lose to the contract year. Like, I feel it in my bones. Contract year could whoop his ass.
Yeah, man.
Let's hope he don't.
So this is another big one I've seen a lot is, of course, we knew it was coming, but a lot of people want McCole Hardman back. And I get it to a certain extent. Like, it's a kid that knows the offense already.
Yeah.
Everybody's comfortable with him somewhat. The team's comfortable with him. They like him as a person. I can't go there. I think it's time to move on from that. To me, it's like the equivalent of being like, you know what? Let's let MVS come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's they're not good. They're not good. I mean, what does McCole Hardman do so well that no one on this roster can do? He don't do anything. You want to say speed, right? McCole, he's got blazing speed. Yeah, well, so does Xavier Worthy. So does Hollywood Brown. Like, what is he offering me besides injuries?
Well, okay.
Fumbles.
Would you take McCole Hardman right now? And who would be the lowest on the chopping block? It would have to be Justin Watson, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. Are you taking him over any of those three?
I can't take him over.
You don't
Sky
take him over
yet.
Sky Moore?
No, not yet. Like, Sky Moore.
I think Chiefs Kingdom would disagree with you.
Of course they would, but that's just being like, that's kind of being
too short-sighted in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is the third season coming up for Sky Moore, and last year they only used them a little bit. Like, they kind of weeded them out.
Isn't McCole Hardman in a way? Isn't he kind of like? He's kind of like Sky Moore in the same regard. Like, they traded up to draft McCole Hardman, which overdrafted him. They took him over DK Metcalf, which always gives them that stigma.
But it's funny because Sky Moore, you know, they crucify him and then they give McCole Hardman a pass. It's weird.
Well, McCole Hardman's produced a lot.
He did produce more, but he didn't. How much? Like, let's see here. So let's put his 5 now. What, 6? Is it? No, it'd be 5th year. He's put in 5 years with the Chiefs.
Well, let's compare some Mecole Hardman and Sky Moore over the first 2 years. Again, Mecole Hardman played SEC talent and played at Georgia. Sky Moore played
right. So I mean, definitely a bigger learning curve for Sky Moore coming out of college.
For sure.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's even close when it comes to like the production they offered. I really don't. I don't think it's close, to be honest. Like,
no, probably not.
I would think it would be like, I don't know how to explain it.
Can I ask you this? If they used Sky Moore the way they used Mecole Hardman as a slot and the gadget guy and didn't put him out wide all the time, trying to make him do something he wasn't comfortable with, do you think Sky Moore's stats would be better now than they are?
Yeah, Sky Moore, I mean, a lot of people still don't understand. They still don't get onto it. They're like, they don't believe us.
Chieffer has a good idea. Chieffer said, pull that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe that the myth that we throw out that he's used wrong. They don't buy that one. Okay, look, Sky Moore in 2 seasons has 48 catches on 77 targets for 511 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mecole Hardman over 2 seasons, his rookie year and his next year was 100 targets, 79 catches, 1,100 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He swamps what Sky Moore's done. Like, he absolutely just bombards Sky Moore. Honestly, if you told me right now you had to win, do you want Sky Moore on the field or Mecole Hardman? I'm probably taking Mecole Hardman. Sky Moore's not earned it.
I agree with that, what you just said, but I'm thinking more long term.
Oh, yeah, I get it, because I don't think Mecole Hardman's like anything that moves the needle. So I would rather take a chance on Sky Moore maybe figuring it out, or Kadarius Toney figuring it out, over the fact that you just get rid of them. Like, how stupid would it look if you cut Sky Moore in his 3rd season under a rookie contract and he gets picked up by, like, say, Pittsburgh and becomes a monster? You're going to look like an idiot.
Yeah, you got to give that time. You got to let it
I think you got to let it at least go through his rookie contract.
I think so. I think that goes with any of these guys that you take in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd round. Like, you got to let them play through the rookie contract before you make a decision.
Yeah. Did you poll it?
I'm
kind of curious to see
it. Did I poll it? I popped it up there, didn't I? Yeah,
you might. I don't see it on my end, so okay. I think Chiefs Kingdom would on it. Like, what did you ask? I'm curious.
Who would they rather have on the squad
right now?
Yeah, just as a whole. Just who would you rather have on the team? Sky Moore or Mecole Hardman?
Oh, Mecole Hardman's going to win this 90%. I'd guarantee it. Chiefs Kingdom's very rash.
What's up, Richie?
Very rash.
Better late than never, Richie.
What's up, Rich?
Imagine that. YouTube didn't notify them that we were going live. Why would they?
Of course. Hey, Ray says, Mike and Steve, according to Mike Clay from ESPN, the Chiefs defense will not have a 10-sack pass rusher? That includes Chris Jones? Look, I don't know who Mike Clay
George
is.
Karlaftis?
But he's a slap nuts. Hey, Mike Clay. Here you go, Mike Clay.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
That's probably why we don't know who Mike Clay is, because he has slapnut opinions like that.
Yeah, if I was out here saying that the Chiefs didn't have a 10-sack pass rusher, I would hope everybody would unsubscribe to this channel.
I mean,
if I honestly said that with a straight face, I would hope to not have any subscribers.
That's just sad.
That's the stupidest thing ever. I believed Charles Omenihu could miss half the season and almost get close to 10 sacks, probably.
Yeah.
What did he have last year? He missed 6 games and he had, like, what, 5?
Hold on.
I don't know
I'm
how
about to
many
go
he had,
look.
to be honest. Yeah, go look. I'm curious. I think he had at least 4 to 5. He had half. Coming off of a
7.
And he missed 6 games, dude. Like, look, if he don't miss 6 games this year, he's probably getting the 10. Like, this guy is an idiot. Why does Mike Clay? Okay,
You
I
think
got
he's
another one for you, Mike.
You think he's related to Mike Florio?
Could.
Suck it. Suck it. We got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Get Mike Clay.
Let's go. Hippie in the house. She says, is there any news on McKinnon? No, I haven't heard a word.
Haven't heard. Yeah. This cat either retired from football or he's just sitting back. You know what he might do? And this is smart. McKinnon may have went in to talk to Brett Veach in the offseason, and Brett said, look, Jarek, we're just going to try to get a little younger. We're going to see where it goes. And go out and play football. And then Jarek might be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to really go look for anybody. I'm going to keep myself available. I'm going to keep myself healthy and in football shape. And if something happens midseason to anybody with the Chiefs, they may come and I may get a ring for half the season. What is that what you do? I don't think I would want to go sign with some slapnut team that ain't going to win nothing and then make myself unavailable for the Chiefs if they was to come calling at week 10 or 11.
I don't know about him doing that. It'd be ideal for the Chiefs, but I mean, he's not just going to lay there and wait.
Maybe he does. Maybe he's
Why
like,
would
I don't
you?
really, yeah, but what if he's like, I don't really know if I want to play football, but I'll play football in the postseason if you need me. Maybe he does that.
I don't know if that's it. But here's the thing. I think that's a conversation to be had, though, because we've talked about the running back room's not exactly complete, I wouldn't say. Like, they could still pick up someone else, and he's still out there. He just hasn't re-signed. He hasn't signed with anybody. So, I mean, they could always fall back on that.
Right. Steve, Cole asked you, would you take McCole over Justin Ross?
Same with Sky Moore. Like, if it was you only get him for this year, it's immediate impact, yes. But if I'm looking long-term, McColl's ain't it. McColl's not it.
So you're saying if you're just looking for a receiver to develop over the next 5 years, you would not want McCole Hardman over 5 years?
No.
You would rather take your shot with Justin Ross, Sky Moore, or Kadarius Toney?
Yes, correct.
Justin Watson too?
Justin Watson is
Because that would be your other one, right? I just don't think Justin Watson's going anywhere. But look, this has been 2 years now that everybody's like, oh, he's mid. He's getting cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he leads
I
the
don't know.
receiving.
What's up, Sam? Look, another one. Imagine that.
Dude, I don't. YouTube doesn't like all chiefed up. It's that simple. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
We call people slap nuts and do stuff
look,
like that.
I'm sorry we tell the truth. I'm sorry. Look, YouTube don't like it, but you know what? You guys know that we go live. You guys know that we that put out videos and shorts and this and that. You guys can always hit the little subscribe button at any point, and it'll take you to just your subscriptions, and you'll see us. If you like, we can't force YouTube to do anything. They're $1 billion company, and we're a bunch of nobodies. So what are we gonna do? Like, they're just gonna hate on us, or they're not. So it is what it is. But we'll prevail.
Got to persevere, baby. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. Get this out to more people. That'd be awesome. It just takes a second. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Especially if you're a Chiefs fan. We talk all things Chiefs all the time. So, yeah. So I kind of want to go back to hold on. What do we got?
Dude has to find out through Facebook.
Sad, isn't it?
Dude, Facebook is one of those platforms that's kind of dying. Like, I was reading some statistics, and they say a lot of people don't really get on Facebook much anymore.
I think it's making a comeback, actually.
Well, I mean, it almost has to, right? They're pretty much straight suing to try to get TikTok off the whole entire app.
Well, either way,
trying to just get rid of that.
Back to what I was saying. I want to get back to Rees-Zammit for a second.
Do it.
Do you think that it's possible that he could be molded into the gadget guy that Andy likes to have on the team? Like, since he's been running routes, right? And he's also could be considered a running back. He could be the kick returner. Like, do you think he turns into that gadget guy that runs the jet sweeps, that
yes,
does this 100%. And that?
I could see them using them on almost like triple option plays, where you give the little halfback toss. I mean, what is that? That's a rugby toss out there. I could see Louis Rees-Zammit. I could see him maybe some trick plays where maybe he takes the snap under center and turns around and gives the rugby toss to another running back. Like, I could see them putting him under center and letting him just go forward to try to get a yard or two like a fullback. I could see him using him as an H-back out of the backfield. I think you can use him any way you want. Do I still think he's going to make the team? As it sits right now, I don't see how Louis could make the team. Like,
it's going to be really hard for him.
I think it's an uphill battle. But I think he 100% makes the practice squad. I think it 1,000% makes the practice squad. And I do think there is a shot. I'm never going to say never. But, Steve, when they first signed him, I said he had about a 5 to 10% chance, in my opinion. I think after his first showing and the work he's put in, I'll raise it to 15 to 20%. And, I mean, if you keep going and going and going by camp, he could be at 40, 50%. And once he's at a coin toss, you never know what Andy's going to do.
Well, someone with that much raw talent and that ability that has a love for the game and wants it that bad, you can't count him out.
That's kind of like what's drew me to Reese Lightning over here is because he looks like John Travolta when he was young. Actually, he don't, but
not even a little.
He don't, but you know what I mean. He was like that studly World War II kind of vibe. Like, I feel like he has a pack of cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve, walking around.
So you're calling him Pony Boy
with his comb. He's like, he gets a first down, he combs his.
I guess he could kind of double from the World War II movies. He could slide right over to like the Outsiders.
Yeah.
He could be a greaser.
He's going to run some outside zone plays, so that he is the outsider. But, dude, I tell you what, I like his attitude and everything. And, again, we didn't want to be the ones like that pick up on the hype and just, you know what I mean? Everybody, as soon as we signed him, everybody's like, oh, my God, he's great.
It's one of those things like Justin Ross. Like, I don't want to give the kid like an unfair.
Wasn't it? Yeah, Justin Ross
like,
was just held to an unfair thing that he could not
like a
hit
standard that's just unachievable. Like, we're talking about a kid that's never played football. He don't even know all the rules, and we were talking about how he's going to be Rookie of the Year. Like, what are you doing to this guy?
Hey, well, the 49ers didn't know all the rules, and they were in the Super Bowl, so
yeah, you're not wrong.
Dumber things have happened.
That's pretty crazy. The whole thing pissed me off. You know what? When they cried. They cried and they were like, well, we didn't know the rule. Shut up. You're an adult.
Yeah, who cares if you don't know the rules?
You're a professional. Like, I don't care if you didn't know the rules. That's your fault for being stupid. Like that. Why are you admitting you're dumb and negligent? Like, just stop. Like, they were just looking for any excuse.
Yeah, you can't just look. You can't act like you can't just be an admitted idiot and think that we're just going to be like, okay, like you should get made more fun of.
So you're supposed to tell me that you would have won the game if you knew the rules, and if that's the case, you didn't deserve to win the damn game. Just shut up. It's out of control.
Look, the 49ers are never winning the Super Bowl as long as the Chiefs exist.
Nah.
As long as you got to get through us, it ain't happening, buddy.
No, not a chance. But next time they mention anything about rules or I'm just
shut up. What? I said shut up.
I said shut up.
Nothing.
That's what. Steve, do you think if there's any guy out there that can knock off our three-peat this year out of the AFC and play spoiler, do you think anybody out there has built their team enough to do it?
I think the only one that has
We're better than last year.
We are. So I think the only team that has a shot in the AFC, which I mean, if you're saying a shot, then a lot of teams have a shot. They have a chance.
Right.
But legitimately,
especially when you get to the playoff, it's a single elimination tournament.
Let's just say this. Let's say if the Chiefs play to the best of their ability, no, there's not.
Exactly.
But if the Chiefs were to slip up against a team like the Ravens and let them control the game and control the clock, then yes.
Right. Look, that whole
Buffalo doesn't scare me. The Bungles don't scare me. Like the Ravens don't. Look at this moron. Look at that. Hey, I put it out there, Mike.
Stop.
Can we name, like, he looks like Anakin Skywalker, so I named him Anakin Skyline Chili. Look how dumb he looks.
Anakin Skyline Chili.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy, imagine their social media putting stuff out like this.
Man, he thought he was real cool.
Yeah.
That, you know?
Like, this he's fresh off of a perm. Like 1987 called, bro. They want their perm back.
Let your soul glow.
This dude looks like an alternate universe where Harry and Marv actually got to rob the house. This is what happened.
Or like he moved out on his own and they robbed his apartment.
Yeah. Harry and Marv robbed Macaulay Culkin's apartment. I can't with Joe Burrow. Like, I don't think he's a bad person, I guess, per se, but when you're putting out stuff like that as the Bengals, I can't take you seriously as a franchise.
Right. Mike, check this guy out. He says, 2 inbreds talking about Joe Burrow. Imagine that. Well, maybe we are. Maybe our parents are cousins. I don't know.
No.
I don't think they are, but they might be. But at least we don't have that stupid haircut.
At least her name's not Matt Jenkins.
Matt Jenkins. That sounds like the biggest dork of all time, right?
Matt Jenkins got picked on, beat up every day of his life. Like, no doubt. Like, this dude, like, this should have a little asterisk beside it and said, written from his mother's basement.
With the Cheeto dust on his fingers, smashing in the keyboard. Just mad.
Yeah, Cheeto dust on his keyboard, on his penis.
You know what I take away from
whatever
this?
he does all day long.
My takeaway is that Bengals fans secretly love the Chiefs. They're on Chiefs channels watching.
They love it, dude.
He didn't want to say nothing because he was just enjoying it, trying to think about how he should be a Chiefs fan.
Look,
because
and then we just got him so bad he had to come on here and say something.
Sorry, buddy. We didn't mean to run your night. Anyway, back to business.
Dude, Matt, you don't count. Okay? You don't count.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times you've been with Joe Burrow, but keep it off our chat, bro. Like, we don't want to know about your love life. Take it somewhere else.
Oh, really? I have 7 kids that I know of. What about
32
that?
that I don't.
Matt Jenkins?
Matt Jenkins? Go back to the basement.
Okay, let's quit picking on Matt Jenkins. Back to the show.
Matt Jenkins sucks. I mean,
To
he
the
gets
pit.
it from all. Look, he gets it from all angles of life. I mean, we know he just he told us that one. Let's not give him the business here. He gets enough of the business when he's not paying his mom the $48 a month rent he's got to pay to live in the basement. So go somewhere, Matt.
He must be working part-time at Skyline Chili. Trying to...
This bro's out here. He's like, you want extra cheese on your hot dog? Shut up, Matt. Good night, bro.
Oh, to the pit. Somebody put him in the pit just for fun.
Dude, he's the leader of the pit.
Yeah.
We're going to name the pit Matt Jenkins.
Isn't it wild? Their Bengals fans are really out here watching Chiefs channels on a Saturday night.
Getting so... Like
in May.
I knew it was going to happen, and that's why I put that stupid picture up, dude.
You got to weed them out. You got to
Look, I knew that if anybody was watching and I threw this up, look, he was going to be so horned up that his penis may have typed that on the keyboard.
That's what happened.
Yeah, his wiener got angry that we were talking about Joe Burrow.
And then, hey, Mike, and then his mom banged on the door and interrupted him. And he said this.
Go away, Baton. Damn it.
He said,
All right, for real
he
though.
said, Mom.
Mike, it's
leave me
enough.
alone.
It's enough. Leave Matt Jenkins alone.
Sorry, Matt
Okay.
Jenkins.
Okay, so back to what
Go
we were
cry
talking
YouTube.
about. We're talking about winning 3 Super Bowls in a row here. And
Yeah.
Jenkins is over there talking about...
Oh, Cheeto Dust Wiener Jenkins over here is trying to talk smack over here to the 2-time, 2 in a row, 3-time, 4-time. Keep it coming. Super Bowl champions. Suck it. Steve, we still got to get that billboard in Cincinnati. Now,
Yeah,
to
for
add
sure.
to the billboard, we need to put Joe Burrow on there with a fake quote from Matt Jenkins and put Joe Burrow's hot.
Yeah.
Just put it from Matt Jenkins. He's going to be like, no, let's put go away, Baton. Will they kick that billboard off?
Yeah, I don't know if you can have that one.
Hey, they don't know what bait means. We'll put like a fish hook next to it and they'll think we're a fishing show.
All right, cool. But back to the Chiefs, because they win games and we like to talk about it.
Yeah.
So do you think that's what Brett Veach and Andy Reid are trying to do with this squad? So going out and getting Xavier Worthy, signing Rees-Zammit, hoping he might turn out. Are they trying to build us back to that speed demon?
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing?
Andy's building a NASCAR team. Pat, Travis, Ryan Reynolds, they all went and bought in an F1 team. Andy's like, I'm going to one-up you. We're going to go NASCAR, and we're just going to go ape. We're going to boom, zoom, 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 zoom. What's our NASCAR package? You know, teams have NASCAR packages, right? Wonder what that's going to look like, dude. Could you imagine having Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Louis on the field? I'm sure we've got more guys that run. I mean, good Lord, even Sky Moore runs like a 4.3.
Dude, there's so much speed on the squad. It's insane, dude. Like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what they're trying to get back to, the little Legion of Zoom, stretch that field out, score at will, score fast, put fear in the hearts of defenses everywhere. Make them play that cover 2 shell defense because they think that's going to do something. And then you hit them in the gut with Travis Kelsey and Rashee Rice.
Score as many times as Matt Jenkins' socks when he's looking at that picture of Joe Burrow. That's what we're trying to do, baby.
Oh, my God. That's freaking awesome.
Let's
bro.
go, baby.
I like that one. You did a good job there. You should be a damn comedian.
I should. Here we go, Greg.
You got a
Greg's
5-bomb for our boy Greg.
Greg's coming at Matt Jenkins, too.
Hey, everybody, get in on the party.
Everybody's coming for Jenkins, bro.
Jenkins. Hey,
Leroy
don't open yourself up to it, you know?
Yeah, just stay in your lane. Look, listen to Butker's speech and stay in your lane, Jenkins. Go to the kitchen, Jenkins.
Yeah. Make me a sandwich, Matt Jenkins.
Make your mom one, too.
Appreciate the 5, Greg. And the laugh. That's always good.
Yeah, love
Kyler's
it,
been a member for 6 months now. He says Andy is tired of letting teams dictate what we do. 100%. I agree. 100%. Because this year, we saw so many times where there were games that we lost or games that we almost lost because we couldn't move the damn ball. Our defense was gassed.
Yeah.
It's because they couldn't even get a first down. There were so many 3-and-outs, short drives. It was pathetic. I think Andy saw enough, just like the fans did. And he was like, we got to do something here.
Do you think, like, we all look at the Chiefs and we're like, please don't get to that complacent era, right? Like, don't do it. But I feel like Andy and all them, I feel like all this time that people talk crap to Andy, remember, Andy can't win the big game. Andy's this. Even his detractors will come at him and take shots at his sons and everything. Andy's not a real dad. Like, dude, I think Andy probably goes home at night. He's probably got a hate board, like a hate wall. And he's evil genius. And he's like, how can I score 4,000 points by our bye week in week 6? That's what he's trying to think.
You know damn well Andy wasn't content not being able to move the ball.
No, it burnt him up. Like he
It
was
did.
playing cool, calm, and collective every press conference.
Which
like,
is what he had to do.
Right. You had to keep the ship steady, but it was burning Andy up. It was burning him up like he had too many jalapenos on the cheeseburger.
It was burning his ass, brother.
Yeah,
I guarantee you he was so mad. I mean, you have to think us as fans were very frustrated.
I was livid.
Can you imagine
half the time.
Andy, the guy that changed all of football with the high-flying offenses? What do you think he was thinking?
What do you think? Dude, Andy Mahomes was so angry he almost drop kicked the referee on live TV. He was so irritated. Like we were all feeling the hate in our heart. We had to let the hate out.
A season when we were so incredibly frustrated, even the players were losing their minds, and we still won the Super Bowl. That's how much the Chiefs own the NFL right now.
Right. Like we literally were like, hey, we don't even have to score points, and we're going to dominate the entire NFL.
Which makes me a little horned up for this coming season.
Steve, so horned. Blue Chew Rock coming. Look, the Chiefs are going to – what do you think Chiefs are scoring this year? Look, I think for a few weeks –
What do you think, like an average score? Is that what you're
do
saying?
you think for a few weeks they're going to struggle, or do you think they come out of the gate hot and then a team's going to find that, like, lucky game plan and then it's going to kind of, like, slow us down for a few weeks until we figure it out? Like, which way do you think that works?
If I had to guess, the Chiefs are going to come out hot. And then I think the teams are not going to have this crazy new game plan. They're going to go back to the old tried and true.
The shell.
The cover 2 shell defense, right?
The shell from hell, Steve.
But guess what? Mahomes figured that out. He figured out how to beat it. So as soon as he taps back into that Mahomes from 2 years ago.
Are you kind of afraid Mahomes is going to get back into that, like...
Funk? Pushing the ball, the ball?
He loved to push the ball. That was what Mahomes did, right?
Well...
And then he had to learn how to, like, not. And now that he's finally not doing it, now we're trying to get him to push it again. So it's like once that triggers in him, is he going to now get back to once he hits that shell defense, is he going to be like, I'm not going back to that dinking and dunking? And then he's just going to just launch it. Like, I think we're going to have to see how Mahomes has matured as a quarterback. But, I mean, honestly, look at this dude. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, we got 2 bomb from our boy Doug. He says, how many touchdowns and yards will Mahomes have?
Steve, we almost nailed that last year. Or was it the year before?
All of it.
It was insanity, like, how close we got to that.
We're like psychics sometimes.
Yeah. What do you think this year? I think Mahomes, if we come out firing with the speed, I think Mahomes can pass for 50 TDs this year.
I think so, too. I think he gets back to that 50 mark.
I think he's popping up. Who's on the $50 bill?
I don't know.
Benjamin?
Hamilton?
I wouldn't know. It's hard to come by a $50 bill these days.
Pick
Steve.
a random president.
Let me go see who's on a 50.
Somebody's got to know.
50 bill president. Somebody's got to know here. It's Ulysses S. Grant, dude. Who would have ever thought Ulysses S. Grant would be on a 50?
Maybe he's going to Ulysses S. Grant the hell out of the NFL, okay?
That's what I said. He's going to give him a grant.
So, no, realistically, I do think this year.
Look at everybody in the chat knowing about Ulysses S. Grant. Look at all y'all out here showing your Grant knowledge.
Bunch of damn historians in the chat.
Historians and apparently rich. I ain't seen a $50 bill since I was like 14. It's been like 47 years ago.
That's so funny.
Steve,
but no, let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that this year Mahomes could get back on that path that he was on where he was hitting 50, 55. Like, I think he could go ham. This could be another year. Like, you remember, like, was it like 3 years ago? Even old man Rodgers, like, kind of just got in the groove and had like a big time season, won the MVP and stuff.
He was dinking and dunking for tons of yards, baby. He was just letting it go.
Dude, I think that's what Mahomes is going to do this year. I think he's going to go ham. I think it's going to be a high flying offense. I think it's going to be awesome. I think he'll be back at that 50 mark. Let me say, let's go 50. Oh, let's set it high. 300 yards plus and 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, Joe Burrow will be lucky to pass for what?
3 passes before his wrist hurts.
Yeah, he'll hurt his mangina somewhere.
You're gonna have to get him a second job at the old Skyline Chili.
Appreciate you, Doug. Appreciate you. Matt Jenkins is back. Who let him escape from the dungeon?
Put him back in the pit.
He told you too dumb. Told you too dumb. These two hosts and this dude don't even know how to talk, bro. What does that even mean?
I think it's funny he's like calling Sinbad and stuff.
I don't even know how to talk or type. My penis is so horned up it's double clicking all the keys. And Mom's mad at me because I used all the KY jelly. Shut up, Matt Jenkins. Go back to your weird hole.
So, Cincinnati is just like basically Kentucky, right?
Dude, I go to, it's the same. Matter of fact,
Kentucky.
Cleveland Browns will pick on Cincinnati Bengals fans because, A, Burrow can't beat the Browns. Like, how funny is that? And then they're like, give them back to Kentucky. They're a bunch of idiots.
Right, but what they don't know is Ohio's the worst state in the entire country, and Kentucky's not that bad. It's just got a bad rap.
Do you remember at Speed? He asked Mahomes, do you know what Ohio is? If you're from Ohio and you get to ask people, do you know what Ohio is?
Ohio is the armpit of the United States of America is what it is.
Hey, if you guys are watching from Ohio and you're Chiefs fans, we apologize.
You should probably
Ohio's
move.
beautiful.
Mike, don't lie to them. Mike, we don't lie to people here on All Chiefed Up.
It's wonderful.
It's not. It's the armpit. It's the armpit, baby.
You know how they always pull the image of the guy and he's holding a tray of Kentucky Fried Chicken or something, it looks like he's a man holding it and it shows all the states and then his boots like Louisiana and the Tennessee's the tray or something and Kentucky's like the food. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, the little guy that comes on and they always show where everything is. Like Ohio's his armpit.
Ohio is the armpit.
Hey, Kathy, you're right. Kentucky is way too humid. Like even today, it felt like we were in a daggone, like, I don't even know what it was. It was 80 degrees outside, and I swear the humidity was like at 4,000%. Walk outside, instant shower. Insane.
I will say this. I'll say one positive thing about my home state. What? It's very green, and it's very beautiful. Like, it is way better than most states out there. We've traveled a lot.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's parts.
Put it on a postcard, baby. Don't go to Eastern Kentucky. That's basically West Virginia. You stay away from Eastern Kentucky, and then you're fine.
Hey, okay? Nikki said you got to be careful. Kelsey's from Ohio.
Well, guess what? Kelsey, I hate to tell you this, but Ohio is the armpit of the United States of America. The only good thing they ever produced from there was the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah, forget LeBron James. Who in the world's that?
No one cares about LeBron.
Who's LeBron James? Hey, they give us Bone Thugs and Harmony. Boom, 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 boom.
Man.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Okay, so we talked about Luis Rees-Zammit and the offense and what we're looking at here. The chances of him making the squad, I think we both think are slim. Maybe 20, 25%.
But it's not zero. I'm going to say 20 to 25%. You're right.
But I'm pulling for him. I like his attitude.
Oh, I'm pulling for Reese the way Jenkins is pulling that dong for Joe Burrow.
With that Burrow picture up with the long hair.
Burrow, yeah.
Oh,
pulling
nice and juicy.
Right
for the picking.
Pulling that little JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, but no, man, let's talk about the defense for a second because not only has our offense got better.
Yeah.
But our defense, a lot of people thought it was going to take a step back without L'Jarius Sneed. But I don't think it's gonna.
No.
You know what I think's going to happen?
I'm
Look,
ready
look,
for-
hey, Mike, look at me for a second. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
think's
look
going to
at
happen?
you. Let's look.
You know what I think's going to happen? Write it down in your books, okay? Get your pencil, get your papers. I think you're going to find out L'Jarius Sneed was gifted with a beautiful system to play in.
He was
and that
gifted,
he played.
He was gifted with the Spags.
I think he played well above what he's going to be able to do with the Titans. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see that same Sneed.
He
this
was
season.
gifted with the Spags. He was gifted with a. I mean, look.
No, but you lost him. You lost Willie,
best two
right?
seasons, though, by the way, were the past 2 years. And I mean, I think McDuffie gets a little bit of credit for upping his game.
Absolutely, I agree. But you lost him. You lost Willie, right?
Yeah.
So that was two little staples on a defense, sort of. But our linebacker core is beautiful right now. They're beasts.
It is, man. I hated seeing Willie go though. I thought Willie was a spark.
I like the energy.
I loved
he
his
brought to the
attitude
team,
and his
right?
energy.
Yeah,
I didn't like how he treated Dyson vacuums.
yeah, that wasn't very nice of him.
He was out there just beating the hell out of it.
We got a 2-bomb from Greg. He says Mahomes will get 6,000 yards and 60 touchdowns. If he does that, we're building a statue tomorrow. Or like the day after, okay? Not tomorrow because we don't know yet. But the day after, we're going to go out there. I'll chisel the damn statue myself. Just put a rock by Arrowhead and I'll make it.
Put a rock. Put a
I'll
rock.
be out there, baby.
Give me a hammer. Give me a little chisel. We're going to chisel something up that looks.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's not even going to look anything like Mahomes.
And I'm going to put the biggest set of balls you ever seen on Patrick Mahomes' statue.
Big balls. And I'm going to put 60 touchdowns, 6,000 yards. I'm going to chisel that in at the bottom.
And instead of saying Patrick Mahomes at the bottom, it's just going to say, Yo, Daddy.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, baby.
Joe Burrow's father.
Dude, I was thinking today about how much I honestly love Patrick Mahomes. And
It's more than you should love someone you don't know,
well,
right?
just think about this. Look, we grew up. Everybody in the chat, you grew up. Well, I mean, I don't want to say everybody. Some people's new to the game, and you know what? Welcome in. But a lot of us have been around since the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s. It doesn't matter. Not a single person thought we were going to be at 4 Super Bowls in 5 years. To look back on that and think that we've been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years. Is that
Mahomes
right? We won.
It's him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Well, no, it'd be 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, right? Because we've won 3. And then we lost. Well, no, because we lost to the. Yeah, so it's 4 out of 5. It's insanity, dude, to think.
You have to think, if they didn't have
we
an
had
epic
never even,
meltdown.
I didn't even think we were going to see a Super Bowl.
If they
And we
didn't
get
have
to
an
4 out of
epic
5?
meltdown against the Bungles in the second half and just hand them that on a plate, like silver platter.
Right.
Here, go lose in the Super Bowl
We
because
would
you
have
suck.
smacked the Rams into oblivion.
Yeah, it wouldn't even been close.
We would
But,
have beat
like,
the Rams by 50.
That's what happens when you let people like Burrow represent the AFC. They fail you.
Dude, he's out there just failing. Just out there just crying, whining, faking injuries, sucking as usual. Dude, it's horrible.
All things bad. That's what he is. We got a 2-bomb from Doug. He says other NFL
Let's go, Doug.
are just jealous we getting a 3-peat. Heck yeah, babe. I feel confident in it. I don't feel like we're being overconfident. I don't. When you're the best team in football and you get better in the offseason, and we don't even know how much better they're going to be, because I can guarantee you right now this offense, it's not going to be more stagnant than last year. It's not. There's no way. Andy won't stand for it. It's not going to happen.
Andy suits up and plays if we can't move the ball at this point.
He'll get out there and run them over himself, brother.
He'll say, listen, I'll go be a fullback. Give me that ball on 4th and short.
To me, they're the best team in football, and they got better in the offseason, so I think we have every right to feel like we have a good shot at getting this 3-peat. So I love it, Doug. Appreciate the 2, my man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Mike, we got a 10-bomb from our boy Jeremiah in the house here.
Let's go,
What's up, Jeremiah? Mike, did you ever figure anything, like, before we read this
He
comment?
got it. Jeremiah got it, and it works.
Yeah.
So they didn't break it or nothing. He's got it. Jeremiah,
Let's
you're going to send us a
go.
picture of that bad boy on the wall or something, and then we'll show it to the crew, because it was pretty
go.
sick, actually. I liked it.
Heck yeah. Appreciate the 10, by the way. He says Mahomes is God. He's throwing bombs on your mom. You look one way and Mahomes is throwing a touchdown over your CB1. Let me tell you what. Mahomes is an absolute beast, okay? Like, everybody just has to admit it at this point. I'm so tired of the naysayers and the haters. Like, just admit it that he's better than your quarterback. Stop. I'm with you,
Yeah.
Jeremiah. Appreciate the 10, my man.
Appreciate you, brother. I'm so glad you got that all in one shape. He actually messaged and told me. And I was like, dude, does it work? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yes. Because I don't trust the post office. Just not going to do it.
You have no faith in the postal service?
Me and the postal service fight 24/7. They get everything wrong. They're screwing up stuff left and right. Don't like it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of getting stuff in the mail and not from USPS, you guys should go to our store. It's merch.allchiefedup.com. Get yourself some merchandise. We got some beautiful shirts. We got hats. We got hoodies. I know it's getting warm, so you don't necessarily need the hoodie yet. But we got all kinds of stuff. We got tumblers, all of that. Go buy yourself something nice over at the merch store, and it'll be shipped to your house via probably UPS or FedEx or something. Probably not USPS.
Yeah, maybe USPS. Who knows?
Man. Also, real quick, while I'm giving a plug, there's something else I haven't even run this by you yet, Mike.
Oh,
but you know
I'm
what?
Scared, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to start doing a monthly giveaway. We just love giving stuff away.
Why not?
Okay. We're going to start giving out for top dono of every live stream. We're giving away a mystery gift. You see that scrolling at the bottom here. That's from now on. That's what we're doing.
And nobody's going to know what it is till it arrives at your house.
Yeah,
that's what's so beautiful about it.
Okay. But after that, Mike, I want to start giving away a monthly giveaway to one of our Patreon members. Okay. Just one random Patreon member. So if you would just go over to patreon.com/allchiefedup. It is $1 a month to be a patron, a member on Patreon. $1 freaking dollar, and you get bonus content over there. And you're going to be able to win something every month. You're going to be entered. If you're just a patron, you get entered in this giveaway. I want to do it once a month. So, Mike, I didn't tell you about it. I told them first.
Okay. Well, I'm down.
So get over there and become a member for $1 freaking dollar.
I'm down. I like it. I think $1 is a steal.
It is. So, like right now, we're trying to do at least one video a week. Sometimes we do more. Draft, we did more stuff. Also throw extra things out there like phone wallpapers. We want to start maybe doing some audio stuff like randomly when we don't have time to do videos. Just basically pump it full of extra content for you guys. And it's just $1 a month. So go check it out. Also, there's like a little chat. We can talk 24/7 on there. And if any of you guys would like to get in on that and just have a conversation anytime you want, it's over there. And we'll get that going. It'll be fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, like, look, I know Doug's drunk, by the way. But Brenda, she says she enjoys the Patreon videos.
Brenda. Yeah, Brenda's always over there.
Shout
Go
out,
talk to Brenda.
Heck yeah, man.
By the way, has anybody found Jan yet? We're on a search for Jan.
Yeah, I'm like genuinely a little bit worried about Jan.
Should we make a YouTube video with the thumbnail? Where's Jan Fragable? That way everybody knows we're on the lookout.
Yeah, somebody find out. I miss old Jan, and like I said, we met her at the meet and greet. She's a sweet lady, and I just haven't seen her in a while. I want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
So. Heck yeah, man. So speaking of, camp's coming up soon, and we'll probably be visiting back to Kansas City for camp. And we'll get something worked out for another chew with the crew, because why the hell not? We like hanging out with you guys. So we'll definitely come up with something for that. So be on the lookout for that in the near future. Maybe some dates and some places and things like that. We'll get that all together. So that's something in the works as well.
That's going to be fun. And what is today? The 25th, right? So May 25th, let's see. June 25th is a month. July, 2 months. Yeah, so that's only about, 2.5, 3 months out, because it'll be sometime in August. Early August is usually when they'll start playing those games and getting into camp, and it's going to be fun.
Hey, John, did you have to get the $50 bill out of your wallet to see who was on it? Because I didn't.
I would have had to.
Who just knew it was Ulysses S. Grant like it was nothing?
Should we start nicknaming, if Pat hits 50 touchdowns, should we just start nicknaming him Ulysses, and everybody won't have a clue where that's coming from or what that is? We'll be like, Ulysses. Here comes Ulysses.
Ulysses kind of sounds like a Greek god too, you know?
Ulysses, the king of the touchdown pass, the Greek god of touchdowns.
Ulysses, the Greek god of touchdowns. That's it. That's what we're going to start calling him.
Ulysses is Look, is anybody in the chat? Do you guys know anybody in real life named Ulysses? Like, that's the weirdest name I've ever heard in my life. Can anybody bring that name back? If anyone names their child Ulysses, that would be incredible.
I don't think that exists.
Would you do
anymore.
it, Steve?
No.
If you have an 8th child, will you name it Ulysses? Ulysses
No.
the 8th.
Only if Mahomes gets 50 touchdowns this year.
Name it Ulysses Patrick Mahomes.
Look, write it down right now. If Patrick Mahomes hits 50-plus touchdowns this year, and if we have a miracle 8th child, I'll name it Ulysses.
Never say never, baby.
Ulysses. Ulysses?
Ulysses.
It's Ulysses.
Ulysses. Look.
Hey, Greg, just go over. It's patreon.com/allchiefedup. It's spelled with an E, not an I. It's Patreon. Put patreon.com/allchiefedup. It'll take you there, and there'll be a place to become a member. There's also a place where you can be a free member, but you're not going to be able to see nothing. Like, you'll see some posts, but you're not going to be able to watch the videos. So a lot of people have accidentally signed up for the free one. It's just $1. Sign up for the paid one. You'll get access to all the videos. You'll get access to the back catalog. So that'll keep you busy for a while. There's all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely go check that out.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
Check it out. Check it out, baby.
Check it out.
Hey, Lego My Ego says he does know a guy named Ulysses, though.
Oh,
And he's from Honduras.
Okay. That's kind of crazy, by the way.
That's wild,
Lego.
bro.
That is wild. But I just wanted to bring this up here. Our boy
Oh, sweet.
Roberto's birthday's today. Let's freaking go. He said instead of hanging out with his girlfriend, he'd rather listen to the ACU live stream. Don't tell her that. Don't say that too loud, Roberto. You don't want to get in trouble. You're going to be in the doghouse. But y'all put some happy birthdays in the chat for freaking Roberto. Mike, I think you could probably come up with a good song for him or something for his birthday.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero el año y felicidad.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
He don't want to hear about Christmas, baby.
That's what you get, baby. You get a little Christmas in May. Roberto.
Yeah, happy birthday, Roberto, for real.
Appreciate you.
Iron
brother.
Price says the songbird of our generation.
Daggone right, Iron Price.
Robert Settle, I think Robert Settle's a little bit behind. He's watching from behind. That's okay. That's cool. I'm glad
It's
you're
okay,
watching.
Rob. Robert, when you get here, you're going to be like, whoa, they shouted me out. So it's like we're in the future. Shouting
Never
out
doubt
the future.
the desire and
Robert,
determination of a Welshman.
We're shouting you out right now. It's 10:59 p.m. The news said that there may be something heading our direction from China. So take cover. He's going to get to 10:59 and be like, oh, my God, what's happening, bro?
I don't know what just happened. Let's go.
Hey, we're telling you how the future is. The Chiefs have three-peated.
So let's talk about guys on the bubble of making the team. We talked this whole live stream was kind of based around Louis Rees-Zammit.
Louis earned it.
Louis Rees-Zammit. Okay. So, but let's talk about some other guys that are on the bubble. Okay? Because like we said, we're pulling for Louis. We hope he makes the squad. I hope he gets it all together and figures it out, man. He's got a long way to go.
Who's the Bubble Boys?
The Bubble Boys. I think one that we really liked last year. A lot of people liked him, but he got injured when we were there watching him, Mike, and that's Nico Remigio.
Nico Remigio.
I think he's a Bubble Boy. I think Justin Ross is a Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy. A little BB on the BB. A little Bubble Boy.
No, but there's a few that I think are riding that line. Like even, I don't know if you consider him a Bubble Boy, but like even in the safety room, we have Bush that we don't know if he's going to be able to make the squad because there's just so much of talent in that room. And then, Jeremiah Crocky J, Carson Steele, baby. There's a lot to be
Every time
figured
you say
out.
Bush, I want to do this. Glycerin.
Why? Oh, I know why. The
That's
90s,
why.
baby.
The 90s. Dude, I tell you. Steve, what's the poll results before we talk about more Bubble Boys?
Let's go check it out. I don't want to talk about these poll results.
It's going to be bad against you.
I
It's
can't
gonna
believe
be
it.
at least 80% Nicole Hardman.
63%.
Wow, that's a little lower than I thought.
Nicole
it would be.
Hardman. But I mean, it depends on how you're looking at it. I think if you're talking about immediate impact with no further progression, then yeah, you take McCole Hardman. If you're looking at it for long play and the fact that Sky Moore's coming into his third season with the skill set that he has, I think you have to go Sky. Right? I mean, McCole Hardman's not getting any better. We know what we got with McCole Hardman.
You know who Sky Moore is? Nico Remigio is Sky Moore in a way. So
yeah, well, no, I don't know about that.
Well, he's a better punt returner. But isn't he a guy that makes people miss in the open field?
Well, that's
and
the
this
thing.
And that? Like, I feel like they would do the same things, right?
But if you look at him athletically,
But Nico
don't even match up.
Not supposed to.
Like Sky Moore's like athletic abilities through the roof compared to Nico's,
which is weird, right? But Nico puts it on the field. Well, at least he did a little bit.
Well, that's the thing. Like how will Nico fit into the offense? Because obviously the problem with Sky Moore has been how does he fit into this offense? And so far he hasn't.
Right. Well, let's get back to some bubbles. Is Sky
boys.
Moore on a bubble and is Kadarius Toney on a bubble? I don't think so. I think they're firmly on.
Who? Sky Moore? No.
Toney. I think they're
so.
on.
Yeah.
Now I do think somebody's blowing the bubble. Like, they're blowing
bubbles?
it. Yeah, underneath Kadarius Toney's injured little feet. Like, he takes another injury, the bubble may burst for that cat. Is Deneric Prince on the bubble? Does he have a shot to make this roster, or is he just going to be another camp few times, a little flash here and there, and then boom, right back to the practice squad?
Who?
Deneric Prince.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think this is it'll be very telling when we get to camp. Like, are they going to add another piece at running back? Like, because, I mean, there could be some guys still getting cut or this or that. Like, are they going to go with someone different? Like, if not, I think Deneric Prince has a good shot of making the squad. I think he was, like, borderline last year. I think some people were surprised he didn't.
But that would make Louis now, Louis Rees, Rees Lightning, Zammit Bobby. That puts him as number 4 then.
Well, here's the thing. We've talked about how we don't think that they'll take 7 wide receivers again. But if you have someone that we talked about this previously with Jerry and Ely, where we were like, he would be an okay 7th receiver because he also is a running back. Mm-hmm. He plays 2 roles and he's a special teamer. Kind of like that with Rees-Zammit.
Right, could you just call him the H-back? But then old Crocky J ain't going to make it then at that point.
No, you don't have to. No, you're not listening to me. You put him on the squad as a 7th wide receiver, but, I mean, he can play running back as well.
That's what I'm saying. But if you got 7 wide, then you're not
Maybe
taking
not.
another
I don't think
fullback.
I don't think they're taking 4 tight ends this year.
You don't think they're going to take the 4?
I think 3.
They're taking the 4.
Mike, and speaking of that, freaking Brenda was right on the money here.
Brenda. Steve, look, Kelsey's on the squad, no doubt. Noah Gray's not going anywhere. Jared Wiley was a 4th-round pick. He's going nowhere. And they signed Irv Smith in the offseason. That would be presumably the cut. But I don't know. I think they like what Irv could offer in crunch time if need be. I don't think they cut him. I think they take 4. Andy likes to run 12 and 13 personnel way too much.
So we had 4 on the team last year.
Yeah. We had 4 the year before.
How many times? So who was our 4th last year?
It was let's see, we had Kelsey, we had
I think they take
Noah.
4.
And then they took you put me on
Blake
the spot.
Bell. There's one more.
Blake Bell, and then they had another one, I thought.
It wasn't Jody.
Why can't I think? It
wasn't
wasn't Jody
Bushman,
and
was
it
it?
wasn't Bushman.
It was only 3. See, Sam says it was only 3 last year. I think they stick with 3.
Huh. But they had 4 the year before when Jody was healthy. And I think that's why they drafted Jared Wiley. I think Wiley's going to take Jody's spot, and then they still want that other Irv Smith blocking kind of guy.
They're not going to have – is Blake Bell's not on contract, is he?
No.
Right, so I think you're looking at Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, and Jared Wiley. I don't think Irv Smith needs to make the squad. But they did go out and sign him for a reason.
Yeah, because he was the blocking guy. He's like the Blake Bell.
He's not, though. He does not block. He's a pass-catching guy. He sucks at blocking. Go look at his stats. He's not a blocker.
It's not great, but they claim he can.
I don't think he can. I think it's pretty bad. I'm about to go look it up. I'm pretty sure he sucks at blocking. He's a pass catcher.
Steve says Isaiah Gathers, and or what's his name?
Gathings.
He's gone. I think. I don't think they even brought him. I think he's off the roster at this point. I'll have to look at that for you, man. I was thinking I seen that earlier.
Let me get signed into our PFF here. I know PFF is the greatest thing, but they will kind of break down his blocking, correct? They'll give us some scores.
Yeah, it says on May 4th, the Chiefs waived Isaiah Gathings. Now, I don't know if they've re-signed him since, but on May 4th, he was waived. So that was 20 days ago they waived him.
They waived him bye-bye.
They said, sign order.
All right, Michael, let's check this out. How does this even work? Let's see. Let's go back to 2022. Does it not have the blocking stats on here?
Well, yeah. You got to go to blocking.
I don't know how to work PFF. So if you guys ever wondered if I look at PFF a lot, I don't know how it works. Let's see here.
I'll look at a little PFF
I want to know.
every once in a while when I get bored.
I don't think that he's a good blocker. I think that was a negative connotation for him, was he sucked at blocking. He was a pass catcher, though.
Here, I'm going to tell you. Here's his blocking grades. Let's just do his whole year. Yeah, you're right. His highest run blocking grade was his rookie year. He got a 64.8. Last year, he had a 53.8. His pass blocking grade was a 61.2, and last year was a 53.6. And by the way, in 2020, his pass blocking grade was a 29.2.
Told you he sucks. I don't think that's why they have him. I don't know if he makes the squad with Jared Wiley getting drafted. I don't.
Do you wonder why they did pick him up, though? Because wasn't Irv Smith the first person they signed this year?
Well, Irv Smith's a pass-catching guy. I think they thought of him as maybe a red zone target or something of that nature. But then they went and drafted Jared Wiley, which makes him irrelevant.
Do you think maybe they grabbed Irv Smith for very cheap so you could probably cut him just in case you couldn't get a guy like Wiley
Correct.
that they liked in the draft?
I think that's why. I do. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I guess it really depends on how he performs in camp, right?
Yeah, we'll see. I was just always under the impression that Andy liked to take four running backs, tight ends.
I think
but
it was only three last year.
It was only three last year, I think.
Yep, Greg signed up on Patreon, baby. You guys should follow suit. Patreon.com/allchiefedup. Go get some bonus content weekly for $1 a freaking month. $1 freaking dollar. Do you realize with the economy we're in, with inflation, I don't know if you can buy anything for $1.
No.
You can't. The Dollar Tree's now $3.50. You can't even get nothing for $1 at the Dollar Tree.
I went to the Dollar Tree today. It said $1. I got to the register. It charged me $1.25 for everything.
A lot of their stuff's $1.25. They also have a $4, $5, $6 even plus
$5 aisle now.
What are they doing?
They made the little tree car air fresheners $3 a piece.
Mike, I picked up something from the Dollar Tree the other day, and it was like $20. I was like
$40 at the Dollar Tree today, bro.
Fell over. I thought that was like where us poor people could go and get things for cheap.
I thought it's where us poor folk could go shopping.
Jeez,
and look,
bro.
I had to take out a loan to get some Prime today.
But here's the point that I'm making. We're still the Dollar Tree on Patreon. Just $1 a month, baby.
We're the Dollar Tree of all Chiefs.
At the very, very least, you're going to get four bonus videos for $1 freaking dollar. That's a quarter a video. Beat that.
Yeah.
Beat that, Dollar Tree.
Is Dom okay? Are they beating that child in the background?
I don't know. I kind of block it out.
They're all just picking on that poor little guy, man. It's what happens when you grow up with sisters. They beat the crap out of you. Poor guy.
He's
going to get bigger and badder one day, and he's going to give it back to him.
He'll get him back.
Dude, here's what I was going to say. I remember. Everybody's talking about content. We got some content planned coming up for the next little bit.
Yeah,
and
baby.
if we can pull it off, I think it's going to be fun, which I don't think we shouldn't be able to pull it off, but like we're thinking of some wild stuff that's a little different than we've been doing, and I'm kind of excited about it to see what happens.
Just to let you in on a little behind the scenes. You know, we both work, regular jobs, and we both put in probably 40 hours a week on this. Like, if not close to it. Constant, right? Now we have rearranged things somewhat to where we have a lot more time for content.
Yes.
So like we're going to pump out way more content. We're going to get back to doing more videos per week. We're probably going to do 2 to 3 lives per week. We might not be doing Saturday nights every week anymore, especially in the summer.
In the summer.
Like when it gets back to the season.
Back to football. It comes back.
Yeah, back in the season, we're going to tailgate every Saturday night. But for the summer, it's just kind of an odd day.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people want to go do stuff with their families.
Right. So, like, it might be different schedule, but just be on the lookout for it. There's going to be a lot more content coming up. And all that we ask you in return is we made sacrifices for that. Watch it.
Big sacrifices.
Yeah. Like we did. We made some big sacrifices. So we're going to try to.
It's been a wild week, but we made it jump.
We're trying to level up. We're trying to level up here, right? So we need your help. So just do us a favor. When we start pumping out more content, watch it. Watch all of it. Like it. Share it with friends. Just even if it's a short, just watch it. Hit that like button. Do us a favor and help us put out more content because that's the plan, man.
Yeah, it's going to get wild. But yeah, we've come up with some good segments. Well, look, we're bringing back the Times Yours. Everybody loves Times Yours, right?
We got some other stuff in store.
Can we Times Yours for old time's sake?
Mike, we got a lot of stuff in store.
Yeah, we do. Hey, who remembers this?
That Time's Yours.
That gave me that was very nostalgic.
I'm ready to bring it back.
We get to slam dunk on some people.
I'm excited.
What was that guy's name from earlier?
Whacker
Jenkins.
110. Whacker
Jenkins. Yeah, baby, we're bringing that segment back. We're gonna have more segments. Each show is gonna be a little more structured. You're gonna get more of them. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We got some good stuff lined up and ready to roll. So
it's gonna be fun, man. We got a lot of wild stuff. We're even gonna dip our toes in some different kinds of stuff.
We're gonna get outside the box a little bit, baby.
But we're gonna see what's happening. But I'm excited to it, man. I'm excited for the whole season. I'm excited for the phase 3 to continue here, which we get 3 more practices next week, 3 more the week after that. Then you got a mandatory. Then we're getting close to camp. Once camp comes around, it's full force from there on, right? From camp, it's camp to the Super Bowl. And to be honest, it's camp from the Super Bowl to the free agency to the draft. May is the only month, I think, Steve, that nothing happens in the football world. And we still had some OTAs.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, man.
It's pretty wild, dude.
Prime Tiger Video says, bro, I just got fired for clocking into work early. I'm so depressed. Well, listen here, Prime Time. It's Prime Tiger. Sorry. This is what you're going to do. You're just going to look at him. You're going to be like, oh, yeah? You're going to freaking fire me for being a good employee? Well, guess what? You pay shit. I'll go somewhere else and work. I'm too good for you. No one cares. We got you, man. We got you. Go get a better job. Screw those people.
You're going to fire me for coming to work on time? And I'm a little bit early. If I'm 5 minutes early, I'm 10 minutes late, baby. That's my work ethic. So I'm going to take it on to another place. Screw you guys.
Yeah, hey, man, there's better out there.
Bro.
If they're that stupid, man, who cares? Everybody needs to stop letting corporate America just screw them all the time. You know what? Screw it, man. You'll find something better.
Put your foot down.
Yeah, whatever. That's their loss.
When people figure out that the little guys in this country actually run this country, the sky's the limit here, baby.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Stick it to them, baby. Go get a better job. I know you will.
Let's go.
I have faith in you.
Hey, we're rooting for you.
We're behind you. I don't know who your employer was, but I think
if you want to put ACU down as a
reference
as a reference on your job interview and have them call me, I'm going to say, look, this guy comes in my chat every time I have a live stream, and he's early. Okay, he's early.
Yep. I have an idea. If you could call your old boss right now and tell him to tune into All Chiefed Up. And I'm going to give him 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's get this done. 10, 9, 8.
What, you think he's coming into the chat right now?
7, 6.
There's no way.
5, 4.
What do you got planned?
3.
There's no way. This is
2, 1. Hey, if you fired Prime Tiger Videos, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it! Suck it! We got 2 words for you! Suck it!
Yeah.
There you go. That's what he
All
gets.
right. Yeah. So, man, I'm super excited for all the content coming up like we were just talking about. Super excited for camp and getting this squad down to what it's. I can't wait to see what Andy does with the 53. And then, like, thinking about next season is beautiful.
53, baby.
Just thinking about this coming season, we have a shot to do something that no one has ever done. The Chiefs have a chance to three-peat, make history, and Mike, they have a damn good chance at doing it. Like, how can you not be excited about that?
They do. You got to get a little horns. You got to get pumped. Steve, I cannot wait till we beat Cincinnati in week 2 by like 30 points. If we get the typical Cincinnati week 2, Joe Burrow week 2, like, they're going to play out of their mind. But if you look back at all of Joe Burrow, like, perennially, this guy stinks for the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, right? Like, if they come into Arrowhead and get smacked around like that, I'm going to love it. I'm going to take myself to Cincinnati that entire week and just walk around with a banner saying, suck it.
Dude, I hope Burrow throws 6 picks, baby. You know, the usual.
Dude, I hope he does. I hope he throws a pick 6 to everybody in our secondary. I
hope Andy runs off the sideline and houses one.
I hope Dave Merritt gets in on the action, you know?
Could you imagine Andy throwing his stuff down, picking off a ball, and running?
And then telling Joe Burrow to suck it. He's like, listen, suck it.
Man, that would be my favorite thing ever.
We've already constructed that Andy's going to come in this year and punt the ball 12 yards and was going to get housed. And
he's also going to get a pick 6 though.
But he's going to get a pick 6 from Joe Burrow.
And then
he could
you
be
know
the
what?
most valuable player.
I want George Karlaftis. I want Mike Dana. Whoever's out there, baby. Felix. Doesn't matter. I want them to just torture Orlando Brown Jr. all day.
Well, that's not going to be hard, right?
Look, baby. Look, see, even Richie says we'll have 5 sacks. We're going to have 5 sacks. We're going to have 6, baby. Why not? Let the DBs get in on the action. A little McDuffie sack. Justin Reid might get a sack.
Hey, anybody can put their sack on Burrow. It's probably going to be that guy that we sent to
Chris
the pit.
Jones for sure is going to.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Jones will be there all day, baby.
Look, Joe Burrow might as well pay Chris Jones extra money because he signed up. He's going to be a bodyguard. He'll be around him all day long, just not protecting.
You know why I love it here?
Him.
You know why I love it here? People like this. Trey, he said, I was just hanging back in the shadows. But he just had to say something. Your former employee is a slap nuts, and they can suck it. This is what I'm talking about, okay? We have Trey here who's watching the show, not saying nothing, and that's okay if you don't want to say anything. But I love when they feel the need to come in and support other ACU crew members.
And they say, look, suck it.
That's awesome. Love
it's good, man. It's a good time.
Yeah, Mike, we're all horned up for the season, baby. You know, and we're getting it's nice. Like now that OTAs have kicked off and what we've been through a week of that now, like passing camp, if you will.
The old pass camp. Yeah, it's basically 7-on-7 football. It's like flag football.
But doesn't it feel like we're getting back in the groove? Because like you gotta think, like it's almost June. The season kicks off. Basically preseason's at what, the end of August? Mid-August?
Yeah.
Like before you know it. You know it, Mike. Mike, Greg says we missed his last 2 bomb. What were we doing? Were we being stupid? Is that what we were doing?
Maybe. Oh.
We're getting a little crazy out there.
He says, I'm the Ubernator. Come with me if you want to ride. Come with me if you want to live.
Greg's making all the money. See, look, Greg's just making money doing his own thing. You can do the same thing.
Up, man.
Hey, and just because, I want to. Get some horns, baby, for the 2 bomb.
Horn them up.
All horned up. Let's go. Man, appreciate you guys for the donos tonight. I think we missed this one, too. Our boy Ron was in the house. He's been a member for 4 months now. That's freaking awesome. Ron's the man. You guys that watch just consistently all the time, you guys are awesome. Thanks for the support.
Yeah. Yeah, appreciate it.
Heck yeah, man. Do us a favor, hit that like button if you haven't already. It just takes a second. Go hit that like button. Just takes a split second, baby. Helps us out big time. Also, if you're new to the channel, we appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button. Hang out with us more often. Man, it's going to be a fun year for the Chiefs. It's going to be a wild ride with ACU. It's going to be good times. Lots of good stuff coming up from all Chiefed up. So keep your eyes open, baby. Keep hanging around.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun time.
Somebody sent somebody to the pit. To the pit.
To the pit.
To the pit. Throw it in
Who'd
the
they
chat,
send to the
baby. I
pit?
don't know. I just saw it. Steven Norojiji.
Here, I'll make them feel better. Have fun in the pit, Steven. I don't know what in the world you did or said, and I honestly don't care. But while you're down there, search for Jan Fry Gable. We're looking for her.
Yeah, what happened to Jan?
I don't know, man.
Julia Gulia says, what if Wentz goes off in the preseason?
Dude.
What if he did?
Kelsey was on New Heights the other day just straight up saying that he was shredding people in the first little OTA
Here's
sesh.
the thing. People can talk all the trash they want about Carson Wentz, and I understand it because he fell off big time. But at one point, Carson Wentz was a beast. Like, literally, he basically took that Eagles team to the Super Bowl. I think he got hurt that year, and then our boy that played for us, Foles, finished it off. But, like, Carson Wentz was no joke at one point. I think he just couldn't get rid of the injury bug. Just kind of fell off. But he's a big dude. Like, he's a big guy, too. Like, he can throw.
Look, he has he's got a pretty good work ethic, and he's also smart. He's going to be a good teammate. I think he's going to be really smart at teaching people the offense. So
Sam Lofton said if he goes off, trade him for a third, baby.
Yeah, get some picks off of him. Hey, man, you never know when you might need him. You know, Mahomes.
Yeah, I think it's a great backup,
Mahomes,
right?
You know, and we had to have Chad Henne for a little while, so you never know.
I think don't you feel more comfortable with someone like Carson Wentz than Blaine Gabbert? I do.
Oh yeah.
Doug says, "Are you working on any new merch in the store?" So, funny you brought that up. It's something we talked about the other day. We're probably going to trim the store down some, and just have newer, better stuff. So, like, we're going to revamp the store a little bit, which means it'll probably come with a promo code, a little sale for a month or so. So be on the lookout. But right now, the newest merch we got was a Xavier Worthy shirt. It says you're not worthy.
On the back should have been Wayne's World saying, "We
suck." Yeah, no, we're not worthy. Yeah, but that's probably the newest one. I'm burping. I was drinking this Coke Zero, and it's making me burpy.
Don't be burping.
Well, Coke Zero. Our sponsor, Mountain Dew's, not going to be too happy about that.
Mountain Dew's angry.
Like, what is he doing drinking a Coca-Cola?
Yeah. Dude, Ray asked if you think the fans are going to boo Rashee Rice and St. Joe, or do you think they'll be okay with him?
I think the fans need to get the hell over it, right? Like, I mean, if he's – that's the thing. Like, when the players – like, first of all, when I say, like, MVS sucks or, like McCole Hardman sucks, everybody's so quick to support them because they're just on the team, right? Like, they don't suck. They're Chief. You got to love them the same. Well, guess what? Rashee Rice done some slapnut stuff. He's a kid. He made bad decisions. But you still got to support him. He's a Chief. If the Chiefs didn't feel the need to part ways with him, then you don't need to feel some type of way about it. You cheered for Tyreek Hill, who done worse things. So cheer for Rice and suck it up. Sorry, that was my rant for the day.
You cheered for Willie Gay. He broke a Dyson vacuum cleaner. He pissed off Bob Saget. Danny Tanner himself.
Danny Tanner would not have been happy about breaking that vacuum cleaner. That's for sure.
He would have destroyed him.
Like, we got a 2-bomb from our boy TGZ in the house. It says, all hopped up on Mountain Dew. You better, you know it. Aren't we always?
Yeah, I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a spider monkey. Go on.
All hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Dude.
Appreciate the 2, TGZ.
I need a Mountain Dew right now. It's hot in here.
Well, as long as you don't start stripping, we'll be okay. Just don't do that.
Hot, man.
Chiefer says, good old water. H2O.
I'll take that too. H2O. Oh, Mama says water's good for you.
Water sucks. Gatorade's better.
He said, water doesn't suck.
Man, I love it. I love that movie. Adam Sandler's the greatest.
Should I watch that tonight? I think I'm going to watch it.
Later, Doug. Have a good night, man. Glad you stopped in. It's good to see you, man.
He's going to go smoke with one, yeah.
Oh, Chooch and Chong. And Doug. Doug's getting her in the building.
Doug's getting in on the action.
Doug has entered the chat.
Y'all invite Julia over.
Don't forget about Julia.
That's funny,
man. Good stuff. Yeah, we appreciate you guys being here Saturday night. It's summer. People's doing fun stuff. Like we said, we might not be doing Saturday nights every week going forward, but we're still going to do 2 to 3 live streams a week. Still going to do the monthly members-only live stream. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of content coming your way. But appreciate you guys being here. We'll be here for a little bit while longer tonight, but go ahead and get your questions in and things while you can. And also do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and just tell a friend about All Chiefed Up. How about that?
Tell a friend, tell a friend. Steve, Ray says, Mike and Steve, in your humble, wait, I want to read this how I feel like Ray wrote it. You ready? I got to give him. He said, my dearest Mike and Steve.
Hear ye, hear ye.
In your humblest of opinions, says, who wins the AFC East? Ray, good question.
That is a good question.
I don't think it's the Jets. A lot of people's horned up with the Jets. I still have to have Aaron Rodgers to show me he can play some.
He got to be healthy.
I think it's the Dolphins again. Didn't they win the AFC East last year, or was it the Bills? Did the Bills actually come back and get that one?
No, I don't know what happened there, to be honest.
I thought the Bills actually hung on and won it. Or maybe the Dolphins. Who won the AFC East last year?
I think Buffalo was they're taking a little bit of a step back. They got a lot of good young players, but I mean, they lost a lot of their defense.
2023, they beat Miami 21-14. So, yeah, I don't think the Bills do it again. The Bills have got worse, in my opinion.
I think the Dolphins pull it off this year.
I think the Dolphins is going to win the division this year.
You know what? I'll go with that. I think I'm with you. I'm with the Dolphins because screw the Bills.
I don't look. Can we all just say? Do you guys believe? Like me and Steve talked about this day. We're cracking up. Like our latest post, our one of our posts on YouTube about who was going to have the most touchdowns
in the community chat.
In the community chat, we said that Joe Burrow. We all know he looks like Macaulay Culkin. Do you guys think that Joe Burrow kind of looks like a baby face, like Tim McGraw, like at certain times? Like we used a picture.
I don't
Steve
see it.
Said he didn't see it.
I don't.
But I see it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't get over this! Like it's funny."
I kind of get it a little bit, but I don't at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could be right, but I mean, I think there's enough of it that it kind of looks like him.
Robert Williams says, Mike, Steve, how many interceptions will Mahomes have with the 62 touchdown passes? Just to throw this out there, the old father-in-law's name's Robert Williams. Isn't that great? That's good stuff.
Is that who's talking to us?
Which is weird because my last name's Williams. Maybe Jenkins was right.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe Jenkins was on to something.
Oh, no.
No, but for real. 62 touchdown passes would be absolutely freaking amazing. Would that be like what's the record? What did Manning do?
I don't remember what the
Look at that. Look at that. Most touchdowns in one season by a QB. Passing touchdowns.
Oh yeah, by QB. Sorry. Most passing touchdowns. I want to say it was Manning at 55, maybe.
Google it.
Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Sorry, I was waiting. Google's slow.
Oh.
The record for touchdown passes is Peyton Manning held 55. He did it in 2013 with the Denver Broncos. Mahomes is number 2 on the list with 50.
Okay.
No
so
way.
it's 55. Yeah, Casey Colossal says 55. So 62 would be eclipsing that bad boy.
Yeah, Mahomes is tied with Brady at 50 at number 2. Peyton Manning also has number 4 with 49.
Manning was a beast, bro. That's why I
Patrick
hated
Mahomes
him.
is also number 12 though with 41.
Yeah, so I think with 62 touchdowns and breaking the record this year, I think Mahomes will throw. Let's give him 9. We're saying single digits. 62 and 9, bro. Could you imagine?
That would be pretty wild.
That'd be an epic ass season right there.
I think he actually goes double digits though on the. If you throw 60 touchdowns, you're putting the ball in the air a lot.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with 9.
I think you would go with like 10 to 12.
I think Patrick Mahomes wakes up in the morning and pisses excellence, okay?
Yeah, he does. He drinks his coffee. I forgot the name of it.
Who even knows?
But then he pisses excellence right out.
He's going to have 9 interceptions with the 62 touchdowns. And they're going to be tipped balls. Kadarius. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't putting that juju on Kadarius.
Don't do it.
You got to get him out of the yips. We got to think positive about him.
That boy out of the yips, man. Get it back.
Sam Lofton says he pees without hitting the toilet seat. He don't even lift that thing up. In a house full of women, he said, nope, I'm that good. Not going to miss. And that's risky, you know? That's risky. I don't know about it, man. I just don't see it that much. Oh, maybe a little bit. Go back. No.
Come on, it's pretty close.
I don't know.
It's pretty close, right? You got to remember Tim McGraw's probably about 20 years older than he is there, too.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I see it that much.
I wish I could put them up together.
Maybe a little bit.
Hey, it's enough that when it was really tiny, right? You have to be like, okay. I think it's funny, man.
I'll take it, though. Anything to make fun of old Josh.
You know what else I'll take?
Oh, Josh.
Call me El Travidor.
Let's go.
Hey, I just wanted to clear something up about that, too.
What?
We had said that he wasn't at OTAs.
He was.
But he was. He was there, I think, for day one maybe?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But, I like it, though, because at least he showed up.
Yeah.
Like, as a veteran with a lot of things going on, he showed up. Ray says, Mike and Steve, you need to get Joe Boo to get That's a good plan. Let's do that. Let's start a Joe Boo fund.
And get a Joe Boo.
I'll put him right here on the desk.
Yeah, and give him a
We'll
cigar.
have Joe Boo, and we can get Kadarius Toney back on track.
Put a picture of Kadarius Toney and light a cigar.
Guys, think about that. ACU crew could be responsible for Kadarius Toney's career getting on track.
Dude, we cannot let Kadarius Toney take an L to the contract year. Nobody loses in a contract year. And we can't let Kadarius be the first.
I'm looking it up right now. How much do we need in a fund? How much?
A Joe Boo.
Clark's Toys has one for $50, guys.
That's simple.
$50.
We got that.
Let me go find this real quick. I'm going to share it with you.
That's a 10-inch Joe Boo.
Come on. Why is it not working? Just go. Go to Clark's store. Whatever it's called. Clark's Toys. Mike, can you get it to come up?
I'm looking at it right now.
Share it with the people. Share it with the people. This is how we're going to get Kadarius Toney's career on track.
Doing it.
We'll single-handedly, not single-handedly, there's a lot of hands here, but ACU crew will single-handedly save Kadarius Toney's career with a Joe Boo doll. Okay? So we just need $50. So if we'll start a fund.
Greg sent it to us.
We'll start a fund. Well, Greg can't buy it by himself. Let's start a fund.
We can't make Greg just be solely responsible for Joe Boo.
Let's get Joe Boo. We'll put Joe Boo right here.
Look at him.
Look at him, dude.
Dude, we got to take that cigar out of his mouth, though, and put a real one in so we can light it up every day.
We'll offer him chicken wings. We'll do whatever we got to do, but we got to get Kadarius Toney playing some ball.
What does Joe Boo eat?
Joe Boo slightly looks like Kadarius Toney in a weird sort of way. So
just
maybe
the
there's
crazy eyes.
Yeah, maybe there's a connection. I think that's it. It's the eyes.
What does Joe Boo have around his ankle? Did they tie him up to the rock? Joe Boo. We got a free
can
Joe
donate
Boo.
a $1 for each member. You know, that's it. Heck,
look at all the cards in the locker. We got to put a card of.
If you don't
replace these with Chief cards.
If you don't want to donate $1 for free for the Joe Boo Fund, just go sign up for Patreon. It's $1. You get a month worth of content.
If we get this, I'm taking all these Indians cards and I'm turning those into Chiefs cards.
I have a Joe Montana laying around here somewhere, just a random Joe Montana
and
Chiefs
then
card.
I'm gonna put a Kadarius Toney jersey
where it
here,
went.
and we're gonna light his cigar every day for Kadarius Toney.
We got to do it. See, Ray said it's an older version of KT. It's the eyes, man.
Yeah, it's those crazy Swayzes.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. I
Sorry.
think
y'all caught me being this. It kind of made me happy.
That intrigue you? You like Leatherface?
Look, I'm a horror movie fanatic, and Leatherface is one of my faves, man.
Me too. I love.
Do you see the armadillo down here, bro?
Nice detail there with the armadillo.
Look at that.
All right, but seriously, okay. Chief Kelsey, better late than never, my man. Good to see you.
What's up, baby?
Yep, Alistair in the house. He says, since Mahomes started in 2018, Chiefs have lost the AFC West. Sorry. 6 total time. What?
He just lost 6 games to the AFC West.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? That's roughly 1 loss a year. Who is our AFC West loss this year and what game in the schedule? If I had to guess, it's probably going to be the Chargers at Arrowhead. I feel like we have so much trouble with that game every year.
I don't think we lose to the Raiders again.
Or the Donkeys.
No, we wouldn't have lost to the Broncos last year if Mahomes would have been not sick. So
I don't know if we lose to any of them this year, but that'd be my guess. Just because the Chiefs always struggle at home against the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll go with that same guess, to be honest, because I don't think Denver beats us this year, and I don't think we lose. I don't think we lose to the Raiders this year. I think it was a fluke last year.
I do too. I mean, it was just a bad game, and they played like lights out on defense, and we just couldn't. I mean, we were playing terrible. It was the worst game we played all year, probably. It was pretty bad. And that's counting the flu game against the Broncos.
So that would be Week 14, Sunday, December 8th. It's the Chargers. And it's also, by the way, NBC Sunday night game, 8:20. We always play like dog piss on national TV. Didn't we lose to the Packers Sunday night game?
Yeah, man.
We always do that. Chris Collinsworth jinx us every freaking year.
Well, here's a guy.
And everybody talks about how Chris Collinsworth just loves Mahomes so much. Like, you know the whole trend where Mahomes will throw like a pick and then it'll have Chris Collinsworth being like, that was a hell of a throw by Patrick Mahomes. So stupid.
I hate his voice. We got our boy Steve-O in the house with a 2-bomb. It's his best damn podcast in the kingdom. You're right, Stephen James. We appreciate you, my man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Preach, Steve-O.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, I think we're probably going to wrap it up here in just a minute. If you guys have any last-minute questions, go ahead and get those in. Do us a favor, hit that like button. Looks like Greg's going to win this mystery gift.
Greg's probably going to get the mystery gift.
I don't know if anybody's going to take down Greg with the highest dono tonight. He came in strong with a 50-bomb.
And Greg, if you're still out here, win or not, go ahead and email us your address. So
yeah, we need your shipping
we'll have
address.
it on file, baby.
If somebody tries to swoop in here and steal it from you, it's okay. But, you know.
Robert says, Mike, Steve, do you guys think we'll have a better home record this year than last year? Better road record? I think we're going to be look, I'm looking for at least 12 wins this year, and I think we could get to 13 or 14 depending on how quickly we gel and how much our defense actually takes a step back, which I don't think it's going to be much.
So doesn't Mahomes, he kind of always plays better on the road. I feel like that's kind of a trend, right? Like we normally have a better home record.
Doesn't it just?
Or I'm sorry,
do you think
away?
It's one of those. Yeah, doesn't it feel like it's just one of those things where every time he goes somewhere, the fans are rowdy and this and that, and it just kind of like gets him fired up. He gets that competitive boner going, and he just
gets all horned up.
He drops it on him.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think the Chiefs will have ultimately a better record this year than they did last year. They only won 12 games. We can outdo that.
No, I think the 12 game is the floor this time, maybe. Well, we said 10's the floor, but I mean
10's like the floor.
10's like the wheels fell off.
It's like the pits of hell. It's the pit.
Yeah. 10, like you can say hi to the Bengals fan down there in the pit. Like that's what would happen.
11-6 last year. Did we only win 11 last year?
Yeah, we did.
Struggle bus.
They struggled.
And won the Super Bowl. That's wild, bro.
I think it just shows. It shows football in general, though. Like once you get to the playoffs, it's any given Sunday, and that's not to be used cliche. It's a one loss and you're going home. So it's coaching and it's leadership at that point.
Yeah,
and Andy and them have that here.
Didn't the Giants win a Super Bowl and only won 8 games in the season?
I think so, right? When they
Something
beat Brady?
crazy like that, yeah. You know why they did, though? Because they had the best damn defensive coordinator in the history of football.
Spags, baby.
The greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest.
Hey, Brian Parrott's right, I think. Sorry, not Nightbot. He says if we can start 2-0, we will rout some teams. But if we start slow... Yeah, I don't want us to start slow. I think that kind of got in our heads a little bit, too. Because, look, we lost the game. Chris Jones wasn't playing. Kadarius Toney was fumbling around. I think that just kind of got us on this weird vibe right off the rip.
Yeah, I
agree. And I thought we were going to turn it around when we just absolutely kicked the dog crap out of the Bears. Remember? And then Kelsey showed out for Taylor and all kinds of good stuff. I thought that was going to be the turning point. We just could not get it together offensively there.
No, and I think we can this year. I think we have better pieces. What's up, Every Tribe Coffee? Good to see you. Alistair says, like Nick Wright said, Chiefs' worst year is better than other teams' best year with Mahomes. I agree. I mean, you got the GOAT. Let's take advantage of it. Let's win as many Lombardis as we freaking can. I do like the way they put some more weapons around him this year. Last year, that was another thing, Mike. We talked about how you got to supply this man with some weapons. He's the best quarterback in football. He's taken less on his salary so you can do such things. Why are we not?
I think they got him weapons this year.
They did. That's what I'm saying. They finally did.
Hollywood's a big weapon for Mahomes.
I think that has to help in a couple different ways. First of all, it helps your offense because you have weapons. It also helps Mahomes and his morale. Like, he don't feel like he's getting kind of, worked by Brett Veach. Like, hey, he actually got me some weapons now. Like, I don't know. I just think it's going to be a better vibe. I think it's going to be a better offense. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time.
I agree. I think he's got enough weapons. Look, he got Irv Smith. What more could you ask for, baby?
Irv Smith. Well, we talked about that. You think he's going to make it?
I don't know about Irv. Every tribe says, what do you guys think about them getting rid of the chain gang?
So weird.
So what are they doing? Are they just doing that in the preseason? Going to see how it runs? They're not doing it for the season, right?
Like, what's the point? Like, I don't understand. Well, here's the thing. Like, in football, like that's like can win you or lose you a game when they come out and they literally measure it out, right? So what are they going to go by?
I think they're trying to do it digitally.
But how do they do that? Would it be something like like in baseball, a lot of people want like a robot strike zone where it's just
right. Like, would it be there's a chip in the football with a sensor? But then the sensor's got to be in the tip nose of both ends, okay? Then you would have to put something at the line to gain every time that's movable, that chip, once it crosses that. But you would also have to have it in direct correlation to something across the field to create the invisible barrier that the chip would cross, correct?
Well, Chief are saying they'll still be on the sideline. So what does that mean they're getting rid of them if they're still on the sideline? They just don't go out and measure anything? I'm confused.
Are they the ones moving the little thing that the chip interacts with, maybe?
I don't know. That'll be interesting to see.
I don't understand
I do think there are ways to improve the game. I think the main thing that needs to come into play here, with some questionable refereeing, I think that they need to start making all plays not necessarily reviewable, like you can, whatever. But I think that the head referee should be able to call down and be like, hey, you're wrong. Switch it. Let's go. Like, it would save so much time.
Look, I honestly don't think that there's – how many – what do they get? One – do you get one challenge per half?
No, it's more than that, right?
And if you win, you get a second, right?
Okay, yeah, that's how it is.
So you get one. If you get it right, you get one in the second half. If you get it wrong – or
No. You get it back – like, basically you get another one if you get it right. If you don't, you lose a timeout.
But look, that's a crock of crap. In my opinion, every team should get 3 challenges. If you win, lose, doesn't matter. You should get 3. I think that 3 is enough. Here's my thing. You should be able to challenge any play at any time. It should not be non-challengeable plays. If you think there's a pass interference and it's obvious that somebody was like dragging you down, then there you go. And I think what that has to be is what, like you just said, you call upstairs and you're like, look, was he holding him? Yeah, he was holding him. Like, we got to call this. Like, we have to do it. You can't not Juju Smith-Schuster grab him at the end of the game.
It's just ridiculous. In 2024, we all thought that we were going to be in flying cars. And we're not. But we do have things like this that literally, we have information at our fingertips. Like, technology is ridiculous.
And people are still stupid.
AI is going to take over the world soon. Why in the hell do we have to challenge a play? Like, how are you possibly getting stuff that bad? And if it's that wrong, and it's obvious that people see it's wrong, why is there not a head referee calling down to those referees saying, hey, you got that wrong, fix it? Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's crazy to me.
Well, it's almost like they don't want to challenge the integrity. Like, are you hiring officials and referees that are just so frail that they can't be told that they're wrong about a call or they're going to get their little feelings hurt? Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Just be like, hey, this is a fast, hard game to maneuver around. We're doing the best we can, but yeah, we did miss a call. Big freaking deal.
Right. They're going to have to put the ego aside. Like, hell, I got it wrong. I'm a human. But guess what? Somebody watching it from cat's eye view or like has the camera right here in slow motion can tell me I was wrong. Fix it.
Hey, look.
Like, what are we doing?
They don't want to slow the game down, but look, I don't want to get beat on stuff that I cannot challenge. Like, for example,
there's no way in hell that wasn't a pass interference on MVS last year
That's
against the
exactly what I
Packers.
was going to bring up.
So how simple would it have been for not only, first of all, you should not have had to challenge it. Everybody in their sane mind knew that was pass interference. Or like if you even go back to like the Saints where they took that in the playoffs that everybody brings up. Everyone freaking knew it. So why wouldn't they just call and overrule that? Like, hey, you screwed up, fix it, let's go. Like, what are we doing?
So that's what I was going to say. Like, you can put a time limit on it. Like, look, if you're telling me at the end of the day, when we watch a football game, how many minutes of freaking commercials do we have to sit through? And you're telling me we can't sit through an extra 4 minutes of commercials
to make sure the game's done correctly?
To make sure that we don't get jobbed like we did with MVS there.
Could you imagine what that call down would sound like? Can you imagine that? Like like MVS pass interference, like the referee doesn't throw a flag and he just hears a little in his earpiece and he's like, "What in the hell are you doing? That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. How'd you miss that? You slap nuts. Fix it. Let's go."
And look, a lot of people would say, well, they missed the call previously with Mahomes getting hit in bounds.
They could have fixed it. They could have
fixed it. It goes both ways here. Let's get the game right. I think there's too much on the line here for them. And then to not be able to review certain things.
Get behind me, Satan. That's what Brian Parrott had to say.
Isn't it odd you can't review like pass interference, but then one year they allowed it.
We won the Super Bowl.
It actually worked well because people couldn't hang on to us 24/7.
We won the Super Bowl that year.
I just think it's weird. I don't think any play should not be not challengeable. And by the way, on fumbles that they pick up and return and they house them and stuff, quit blowing the play dead. Just let the play run,
why would they
bro.
do that? That's so
But they
stupid.
do this over and over because they're just so sure that they're right about everything. It's like, bro, shut up. Like, just quit. Let the play go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
It's
ways
just
to
weird.
improve it. Like, baseball's changed a lot of rules. Ray brought that up in the chat.
Yeah.
Baseball has improved their product. I'm telling you, first of all, not just because the Royals are badass this year and fun to
But mainly
watch.
because the Royals.
But that helps. But when I'm watching a baseball game this year, it's more enjoyable than it has been in years. You got the pitch clock. It's not slow. Like, when they make a stupid call, it gets corrected. Yeah, you're still going to have Angel Hernandez out there being a slap nuts.
He got fired, I believe.
No.
I think they got rid of him.
No, they didn't. Finally? No, they did. I'm looking at it.
I think he got fired finally.
No.
Dude, he was the worst umpire I've ever seen in my life.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, he got canned a few weeks ago.
No, he didn't.
Are you sure? Like, I was seeing it everywhere.
He'd been relieved of his duties.
Told you.
No, that's 7 months ago. That's not right.
Dude, he's gone. I'm pretty sure Angel Hernandez is out of the league. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know in the chat. But either way, I think there's ways to improve the game, and I'm okay with it. They're always making different rules for safety or this or that. Like, why can't we change, like, fix things that don't affect the outcome of the game, but improve it? Like, let's make the product better. You're already the best sport in the damn world. People love the NFL. So why are you not making it better? Like, bring more people in. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, you don't have to slow down the game.
He's still out there screwing it all up.
Is he?
Yeah.
Daggone. I thought maybe it was just me just hoping. But you know what? But I don't think you got to slow the game down. Even if you give the guys 3, look, if you just give them 3 every time and say, look, we're going to get this done in 2 minutes or less. And half the time it don't even take that because you got a guy in the booth watching instantly. It goes right to New York, and New York's like, look, we've got 77 cameras out here. Like, we can get this right. It takes 1 second. Like, let's go.
Let's go.
Man, I'm sad. What's up, Jennifer?
We just went on a complete rant. Jennifer, what's up? Good to see you. Jennifer, you want to be a mod? I want you to be a mod here. Can I make you one? I feel like you fit in.
Yeah,
here.
we need more mods. We had some slap nuts in here tonight.
We have a lot of mods, but we need the more tough ones that are like, hey, to the pit.
Well, sometimes they can't be here. Like, K. Wayne's not here tonight. K. Wayne's out working hard, and he's usually a mod.
Yeah, that's
so we
true.
don't have it. So it's good to have more than we
wonder
don't.
where he's cruising at right now. If you had to guess, where do you think he's at?
Oh, K. Wayne's probably cruising. I'm going to say he's somewhere wild today. I'm going to say he's in Ohio. He's in the armpit.
Julia Guglia says, hello.
Julia could be a mod too. Julia, you
why
can be a
not?
mod
Let's
too.
have 2.
Let's put 2 ladies as mods. We don't have enough women representation as mods.
We don't. We're looking like Harrison Butker out here, holding down the females.
But look, while you guys are in the mod room, we'll take a sandwich. No, I'm joking. Hey, dude, that was hilarious. I thought 100%.
That
Let's
was
get
pretty
to Jennifer, by the way.
Let's give her some air horns, baby, with the 5 bomb.
Appreciate
Showing
you,
up
Jennifer.
right. Yeah, thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support. Yeah, but I thought I thought they both handled that pretty well. A lot of people are saying Kelsey just said what he's got to say. Taylor told him to say it. Look, it's fine. I wouldn't expect Kelsey to believe what Butker believes. He's not Catholic.
Yeah, they tried to cherry pick like one line from it and make it look like he said something bad about Butker. Because that's what people do with the headlines.
Yeah, he's
right?
not going to talk bad to Butker either because, look, we grew up playing football. There's hundreds of guys in that locker room. When you talk about people on staff, we had girls on the staff. We had all the weight room. You name it. We had all these people. And there was hundreds of people around this organization. You're not getting 100. I don't even know 2 people that can come in and agree on everything. So you're not getting 100. But the problem is like that's football. It's a family. You got to work together and you just respect everybody and go on. If you don't like something, be like, hey, I don't like it, but you don't try to actively fire the dude. Like if he was out here trying to like sexually harass people or something every day or kick
that's
women
something we
like
can
Tyreek
get behind.
Hill,
That's something we can talk
there
about.
You go.
Right.
But yeah, I thought Kelsey and them handled it pretty good, and I wasn't upset by Travis's response. And by the way, Butker come out with another speech yesterday, and he said, "Look, that's my faith, and I don't care how many people condemn me for it. I'm going to keep saying it." That I'm fine with Butker too. I'm fine with everybody. I don't care.
Butker, Butker stood up to everybody. That's okay. He's allowed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm fine
with I'm fine with how he stood up for himself. I'm fine with Travis Kelsey maybe wanting to distance himself. I'm fine with Jason telling his wife to make him a sandwich. I'm fine with all of it. I thought it was funny.
It was obviously a joke.
Me and Steve was
right?
talking about that though. If we would have made that joke, we would have got trashed in the comments. Like people would have been like, "You, like we already heard.
We knew you guys were bad."
Yeah. They'd have said this. You like free speech? We knew you were a Trump supporter. You right-wing nuts.
We knew it.
We knew you hated women.
I'm unsubscribing from the channel.
Dude, we heard that so many times. Like somebody's like, how dare you? And I see somebody actually write, and they were like, wait, freedom of speech makes you a Trump supporter? Somebody was like, wow, that's a wild take.
Dude, we've been called a little bit of everything.
Dude, we've been ran through it for the past. Like guys don't get to see a lot of the comments because a lot of the comments are so bad. Like we just gotta take them off. Like, dude, we get called some stuff, bro.
Greg, I think our email's working. Copy and paste it from the chat. I'm gonna put it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too, man.
We'll all put it up. How about that?
Everybody put it up. We're just gonna keep spamming in the chat.
No, it should work. I've been checking it. We've been getting emails, so it should be working.
Yeah. Robert says he's got one more question.
All right.
What are y'all's thoughts on the shortened preseason and an 18-game regular season? And are they still voting on that, or did they confirm? I'm not
okay
100% sure, but I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with it. I do think they should get a second bye week.
Yeah, you got to have the second bye, and I kind of hate it for the fact that a lot of these young guys trying to make the team and give themselves some film, whether it's with us or they get cut and go on, they do get it shortened down now. So how does that work? Like they usually have 4 games to put on film, and now you're going to cut it down to 2. And we seen it last year. Look, Amir Smith-Marset balled out, and he didn't have a chance to make this roster. We traded him.
Right.
Who else?
Khalif Hallisey.
Yeah, Khalif Hallisey balled out. You couldn't have had a better preseason, and we up and cut him. So we've said it. We were like, look, the Chiefs kind of know who they want before they go in. Like, it felt like it. And if that's true, then they don't need 4 games. They need 2 because we already knew.
Right.
They're looking at these guys from here all the way to there. They know who they want on the team. So I think it's just bad for the guys that don't do it. And I think this is where my idea comes in, Steve. I think every NFL team should be able to pick a sister city and have a AAA type squad and let them come in and have like a minor league football.
Team?
Yes, a minor league farm team.
I don't know about all that.
This allows more people to be able to try to play the game of football, and you get it in the off season. It's more football. It's NFL year round. Each team gets a farm team, and dude, it's brilliant.
I don't understand the concept though. If you're playing on the farm team in the off season, even if you're good, are you going to turn around and play another full season of football? That ain't going to work.
I didn't say it was going to be easy, but it's better than nothing. What else are you doing? At least you got yourself a shot.
I do, however, like your idea about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I like the Pro Bowl idea too.
I think that would be cool. Like I think that they should allow teams to, pick practice squad people or whatever and nominate them and have a real football game instead of this joke stuff they're doing now.
Yeah, I think if
let them showcase what they can do.
Right. For example, if a player comes to the Pro Bowl and you get picked and you don't want to play a full contact game, so if Patrick Mahomes and he can't do it, Patrick Mahomes should get to be like, look, I'm going to go to the Chiefs practice squad. And
someone of your same position, correct?
Yeah, we'll say Chris Oladokin. Throw him in there.
Is he still around?
Let him play.
Hadouken?
Yeah. Let him play. If Trent McDuffie gets it and he don't have it, go to the practice squad, pick out a corner that we want to play, and let's put all these guys, let them showcase their talents, and have a bunch of surrogates in there with their person defending them, and let's play some football. You can still have all the other crap they do, like let them play Madden versus each other. Who cares? But let's have a real football game too. Not a two-hand touch piece of junk. Let's have a real football game and let some of the guys that didn't get to showcase themselves. I think it's brilliant. I think Roger Goodell needs to call me. We need to figure this out, and let's go.
I like that idea. I do. I think that would be good.
Let the boy watch.
Let him watch.
Let him watch. But yeah, we appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us on Saturday. A lot of content getting ready to come your way. What do we got? Allow PEDs to, yes, bring it back.
Do it.
I do think they should bring it back to baseball or juice the balls or something. Let's have some fun. But either way, the 90s was great.
Juicing balls out here, bro.
The 90s were great, man. It was the best baseball I've ever seen. I don't know
Every
about
time
you.
you're right. I should be the new commish.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Lots of content to come your way from us. A lot more content, different content. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stick with us. Watch the videos, watch the content, like it, do your part, and we'll keep pumping it out. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us live. Like I said earlier, we might not be doing a Saturday night live every week in the off season. We'll get back to the tailgating on Saturday night in the season, but our days could be different. I think we're going to come up with 2 other days and then add in a third here and there. So be on the lookout for that. We'll come up with something. We'll try to be consistent. That way you'll know when our content's dropping as well. So what kind of poll we got up, Brian Parrott?
What do you got? You still got the...
There is no poll. I ended that poll forever ago. 63% McCole Hardman, believe it or not.
Yeah, I think McCole was was it 63 or 68?
63.
Okay.
Yep. Appreciate you guys for the donos. You guys are amazing. Looks like our highest donor tonight was Greg Goodwin with the 50 bomb.
You're going to get something cool.
Yeah. So he says he emailed us. So that's cool. Make sure you got your shipping address in there. We'll send you out a mystery gift from ACU. And we'll be doing that every live stream as well.
Hey, and by the way, Memorial Day weekend, you guys have a good one tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
And if you're off work Monday, have a good day Monday.
It's a good day to have a good day.
It's a good day to have a good day. We probably won't drop a video on Monday, though, because
holidays
and
are pretty brutal.
videos do not work. Because people are grilling. They're having a good time. You're not watching YouTube. You're not a slap nuts. So be on the lookout for Tuesday. We're going to drop something Tuesday for you, and we appreciate you guys. We really do.
Absolutely. Do us a favor, hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already, and we'll be back. We'll be back again. See you guys.
See you guys. Go Chiefs.
There goes a sight from my soul.